Hey Mooch, Crap, J-Dubs.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Mooch, Crap, J-Dub.
Hey Mooch, hey Crap, hey J.
What up with your Crap and Mooch and J with?
Wake on up. It's Mooch, it's Crap, and J in the morning. Wipe your eye boogies, get your coffee finished yawning. This is Mooch and Crap. Show. Wake up, let us begin with gaming news, skits, and call-ins from all the fans. No matter where you at, Cali or Pakistan, New York or New Guinea, this is where it's at. These are Xbox dudes with Xbox views on slander and hate towards Xbox news. This is Mooch and Crap. Show for the people, and they coming with it. Now do you understand? Now do you get it? Ponies love to lie and PC fans won't admit it, but Xbox hate is real and they all with it. Call in, let it ring in. We here to rock, we here to win. It's about the games, it's about the pride. Now Xbox community, come on, let's rock. Mooch and Crap. Big show.
Mooch, Crap, J-Dub.
¿Cómo están, bitches?
Hey Mooch and Crap, hey Jay.
Hey Mooch and Crap.
What up, Mooch and Crap and J?
Sup, Mooch and Crap. Sup, J-Dubs.
Hello, Mooch and Crap.
What up, Mooch? What up, Crap?
Hey, what's up, Mooch and Crap?
You guys have the best damn podcast on YouTube, bar none.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to MNC Mornings. Jay, that was one hell of a way to wake up, right? only the real Rick Grimes would want to wake up to that. Carl!
What happened to you, Carl?
How could this happen, Carl?
I'm really British.
Right? I'm really British. But I sound like I'm from Alabama. Carl! Oh, boy. Yeah, great morning today. We were just, if anyone's wondering why we were 10 minutes late, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. We were having so much fun. We were literally laughing our asses off, the three of us, before the show. And Jay's like, guys, it's 10 after 11. Yeah. I'm like, holy shit, we got to get this show going.
It was the hot mic portion where we were behind the scenes. Yes, that's always fun stuff.
Good stuff, man. Man. So, you guys will get the joke. We'll do a bit on it soon.
Life has a way. Life finds a way.
It's bad. Oh, God. So all those you know will know soon. But no, it's funny stuff, guys. We have a great show planned for you today. Let me introduce Crap. Crap, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing bad. Everything's bad. My life, it's terrible. No, things are good. I've been gaming a lot, this month. So I beat Life is Strange finally, and that was blew my mind, man. Shout out to Foxy for kind of recommending that. Now I beat both of those games. Really, really good stuff. I know Luke is a big fan of that too. Mm-hmm. Because in my office, which is where I do this and record and stuff, I have a capture card setup and stuff like that. And I was like, So I dug out my Dreamcast and I actually got this HDMI converter for it. And so I'm able to capture Dreamcast stuff. I got PS3, 360. So I just like capturing weird stuff sometimes and have it playing in videos and then having people go, what's that?
Right.
So it's it's interesting stuff. So I got that stuff going on. I've been playing through Detroit, Become Human, which, my big complaint about Beyond Two Souls was the fact that it wasn't linear.
Right.
It was all over. And then they fixed it later where you could play through it linear. This is sort of weird where you play through it as different characters, and it's kind of jarring. It's like it's like a mission as this person, and a mission as that person, and a mission as this person, or this, this android or whatever.
I like the forensics aspect of the game, though, Crap, right? Where you look around and then you.
That's him. That's right. The one guy, right?
That's as far as I've gotten.
Yeah, that's the first one, but then you'll play as different people throughout, and it's you do these these little missions, and I don't know, that kind of is weird for me, where just it's almost not a full, I don't know. You usually when you play a game, it's you play as a character or whatever, and then you do this thing or that thing or whatever. This is you finish this complete part, and then it gives you some statistics, and then you'll play as a different part, as a different character, you know. And
right.
I'm not sure that I'm really liking that.
You know I think, and here's the thing, I know where your concern is, Crap. I haven't gotten as far as you, but the thing about it is if the end ties those stories together, maybe it'll be something that you'll be like, wow, I didn't see that coming. But if they don't do a good job of tying those together, I can see where you're saying it's a hodgepodge.
Yeah, it is. So it's kind of weird. I mean, it's not bad or anything. Like for me, like the controls are a bit clunky, and I don't like necessarily the camera because you can spin the camera, but it goes back to where you can only turn it so far. So that's sort of weird for me because I always kind of like want to look around and stuff. But yeah, it's not a bad game, but it's definitely not a game on the level of say God of War or something like that. You know, it's so yeah. I mean, it's it's probably scoring about where it should. You know, between 7s and 8s so far. Like I'm about 3 hours into it. So.
Well, let me do this. I'm going to turn over to J-Dubs. Good morning to you as well, buddy. But me and you were having a great chat even before Crap got in about State of Decay 2. So me and Jay kind of were going back and forth. Jay, I'm going to let you start off and also give a little intro this morning. But, like, how are you feeling about your State of Decay 2 experience thus far?
I mean, it's a type of game that I know I want to love. Yeah. But it's the type of game that I know that I have to spend so much time learning the game before I'm going to actually have that fun. And I'm gonna stick it out. Like a lot of games, and I've said this in past podcasts that I have a very small attention span, and if I don't get through something quick, I move on to the next thing. I am going to give this game a chance because I know it's something I'm going to like because it's the zombie genre for one thing, and like I played a little bit of the first game. This game actually captured me a lot more than the first game just because of the vehicle being able,
Well, let me say this much. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say just everything seems a little bit more polished, and I know that's kind of an oxymoron when we're talking about State of Decay because of the glitches and stuff. But that the fighting is more fluid, the animations are more fluid, the vehicle interactions and driving cars and stuff is a lot better. I know I'm gonna like it, but it's getting to the point where I understand exactly how to play the game, which is all this inventory management and building up your base and stuff like that. You got to get all that under your belt before you're actually going to start having fun, and I think that's where a lot of people.
Well, here's the thing, and I want to say, me and Jay were talking about this. Crap, you chime in when you want because I know you've experienced it as well. One thing I said to Jay was I'm also feeling the same way Jay is, but where I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with this game is I go ahead, I finally pick a character. I load the backpack with just enough. I have to leave plenty of empty spaces because you're going out to recruit, and get things. So I just get enough materials in there that I need to survive to go out there and take on a larger task. I go to my inventory, load up. On my way out, boom, community gets infested by zombies. Now I'm taking my hatchet and my gun, and I'm killing 15, 20 different things in my community. Now I find out the hatchet's damaged a little bit. The gun, I'm down. I got to go back up. My guy's exhausted. Stamina's down a little bit from taking that on. The doors won't close, right? Then I go downstairs, right? Crap. I pick a new character. That character doesn't have the shotgun. I left it in the other guy's bag. I go upstairs. I have to put that guy's thing back in there, go back down, switch the character again. By the time I get done with all this, I don't even want to play anymore. So my whole thing is and then you go out and you're like, you're low on food resources. I go to the food thing. I go out there. I get all that. I get the rucksacks. I go out there. I load up, come back. Boom. Food is up +2, and now my other consumables and materials are down -6.
I spilled some ash into the food supply.
Right? And I told this to Jay. I'm going to tell you guys, there's no game-breaking bugs, but the game is heartbreaking. You know what I mean? It's not game-breaking. It's heartbreaking. And I mean, to be honest with you, that's the part that kills me about the game is I'm exhausted after just doing a couple of missions because of the nonsense of going up, dumping off, loading up, going out. The door won't close. Oh, we got an infestation. Come back real quick. You go out. It's just, and Jay, tell me your story. You loaded up your car with rucksacks and everything, and then what happened to your vehicle?
Yeah. So, okay. So I went out. I understood really quickly in the game where it's really important to get a vehicle, especially with one with a lot of storage. Go out, do my run around, pick up I had 4 to 6 rucksacks in the back of the car. I think it had 4 or 6 spots. And I'm driving back to my base. And all of a sudden, a horde of zombies come out. I take a swerve. Next thing you know, I'm over the ledge. My vehicle's upside down. I can't drive it anymore. all of my rucksacks are in the back. I can take them out one by one, but I'm not running back to my base at this point. So then I'm thinking, okay, what do I have to do now? Now I have to find another vehicle. So I'm on foot. I've got very little stamina at this point. It's like I couldn't believe that happened to me. I was like very excited, like, oh wow, I've got a whole car full of resources. I'm gonna go back to my base. Things are gonna be awesome. And all of a sudden, there's another setback, and it just made me want to just cry a little bit.
You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, guys. I understand. There's a couple people in the chat going right now. They're like, "Oh, Mooch looks like he needs his handheld."
Mooch, you need your handheld.
Mooch, get your act together. Listen, I've been playing games for a long time. I get the game. I completely get it. But then after you go out there on a mission, you come back, you go to heal yourself. Your infirmary was destroyed. Yeah, fix it. And I go back out again. You know what I feel like? I was explaining it this way. I feel like I'm running on a treadmill, and somebody goes, "Hey, Mooch, what do you think?" And I go, "I think I'm getting a good amount of exercise." "Oh, yeah? How far did you run?" "About 50 miles. "Oh, yeah, that's crazy. 50 miles. That's a long distance you ran. How far did you get?" "I haven't left the house. I'm running on a treadmill." Like, I'm not moving. I'm doing a lot of work and nothing's happening. Right?
Well, I gotta tell you. So, like, how far I'm like over 20 hours into the game. So the best thing to do is, like, originally I was just claiming outposts for claiming outposts, right?
Yep.
The best thing to do now is the outpost that you claim one that's a fuel station, but that way you get fuel every day.
Yeah.
Claim one that's a, I forget what the hell I did. I did one fuel, one medical station, so I get one med thing every day. Then, like, if you get the fuel every day, when that builds up and you need like gas for a car, you can withdraw a gallon for the car.
That's right.
Right. So also, like,
it was driving me nuts that every time I went to go claim an outpost, it said I don't meet the requirements. I was like, Jesus Christ.
you've got to build it up, right? So, like, I'm at the point where I gotta expand because I got too many people, not enough beds. So I'm looking for like a bigger place for it. But yeah, it's like once you get into it, that's the type of games that Microsoft puts out, is these games that you realistically have to sink a lot of time into.
I'm not anti the time crap. I think it's more of like, oh, how do I put this to you guys? Like, when you go out there, you build, like, Sea of Thieves is time consuming, but you
I'm excited. I want to play that. I've been hankering to play it, but I want to wait till the new content thing drops.
Well, I don't. Who the hell can blame you? I mean,
well, it was tough because I saw like Assassin and Clowns playing.
They're the only two people I've seen playing it on my friends list in the past 40 days. So, I mean, I don't know. Oh, there's Dealer's here. Dealer's going to give me some shit. No, but I mean, it is. I appreciate that, Dealer. Good shout out to you too. Like, Dealer took me through, and props to Dealer. He did show me shortcuts. Yeah. And there's no game breaking bugs. I've said that clearly on many shows. But to say that I want to go back and keep doing these odd missions that give me, a little bit of food, and then my consumables go down, or I go get the consumable or the materials, and then my food's depleted. It's just, and then here's the other thing. And it was, and shout out to folks like Dealer and Colt that have come and said, "Hey, dude, if you want to play, I'll help you." That's big on their part. But a lot of people, when I ask, they're like, "Well, yeah, I'll come into your world and help you, but I really need a lot of help in mine. So if you don't mind doing mine for like 3 or 4 hours, then we'll go and do yours." And you're not playing 8 hours of State of Decay 2 today. So, right? So it's like, one of you is not going to advance. And then after 2 days go by, you're like, should I ask that person? They owe me 4 hours. No, they don't. They don't owe you 4 hours. So you're back on your own. You're going back out again. And it's a vicious cycle of just, I'm not getting far enough. I feel like I'm just treading water. And
well, that's great crap, but I'm not coming around.
Yeah, and that's my biggest beef. It's not the beef necessarily with the game or the bugs. I'm not even complaining about the bugs. Okay, the door thing bothers me. You can tell the door thing bothers me. But except for the door, the rest of it doesn't bug me. The rest of it is just the inventory management and how things kind of progress. And I don't know. I wish we had a team of, if this game enabled a team of 4 where everybody was able to do it together, which I understand very difficult to do that, by the way. How can you have Crap's world existing, right, and his community growing? He comes into my world. Of course, it doesn't really, but he should be able to take the rucksacks back, right? Crap, you can't, right? That's right. The rucksacks don't go back with you.
You can't take the rucksacks, but you can take some stuff back. Yeah,
right. And that's where I think the fault comes in. He should be able to take the rucksacks back. If that was allowed, wouldn't it be more worth your time than crap? Because then when you go back, you dump 4 or 5 of those in, 6 of them in, 10 of them in, your community will grow much faster.
Yeah, I think that would be helpful. Plus, there's an achievement for getting a certain amount of them or whatever. So,
right.
Hey, Foxy says, "Can I get a J?"
J.
J. There we go.
And I feel, because like I say, go ahead, Crap.
Hey, I like the game, right? So I think it's a good game. I think that obviously has some issues and stuff, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. And for $30, you can't really go wrong or try it out in Game Pass.
Absolutely. For $30, it's a heck of a game. There's a lot of content. There's a lot to do. And for Mooch, there's a shit ton to do because I feel like I'm doing everything twice.
Yeah,
so I get.
And then they're like, you know what? I got pissy, so I decided to take a leak in the food supplies. Now we lost some food supplies.
Dude, exactly, Crap. I was coming back from the huge run, right? And the guy who's in my group, he's like, hey, while you were away, I decided to smoke a cigarette. I let everyone's clothes on fire by accident. I'm like, what happened? I didn't even. This is my game, not yours, AI.
Water accidentally got into the fuel. My bad.
Water accident. Yeah, it's rendered useless.
Yeah,
and
so I know what you're saying, and it's like the gas is a bit of an issue for me because I have trouble finding it some places. Like I do have like some in the store, but when you pull that out, they're like I thought I was losing it for a little bit because it's like they were very unhappy, and it was like the little sad face, and now it's like they're okay. If they're not happy, but they're okay. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like The Sims, you gotta keep everybody happy and fed and all that kind of stuff. And what I do is I have one main character that I like to go do things with. And so I make sure that everybody has I don't waste like the healing stuff on most people, just like a couple. Like they'll have some in their inventory, and then I save all the good shit for like my main character. So that's how I work it. And then I make sure that I have the outpost that actually do stuff like collect water and food. Right. And that way every day you get that.
Well, we got Dealer. Well, I got you in the chat. You've been so gracious. He has showed me a lot of shortcuts. Dealer, if you don't mind, I'm going to do a State of Decay 2 move right now. I'd like to recruit you for permanent help in my community. I need to recruit. I have to do this in real life. I have to recruit Dealer, Colt, Crap, Jay. I need you guys.
Well, what's funny?
There's so much to do, and I'd like to just get the basis built. That would be fun.
It was weird. Like, did you promote a leader yet?
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, I didn't even know how to do that. Like,
Dealer actually was the one who's like, "Did you promote a leader yet?" And that's when I went through and did all that.
I kept on hearing them chatter. They're like,
"Yeah,
we really should pick a leader." Well, do you think we should pick a leader? Hey, we should pick a leader. Like, it kept on. I'm like, how the hell do you pick a leader? Like, it was not obvious at all.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay. Then I had to like look into it, and then finally I picked the leader, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So you get different bonuses and stuff depending on
right.
You can one of the guys is like Negan or whatever from Walking Dead, and kind of runs with an iron fist. And I picked the sheriff as the leader. He's like the sheriff one.
You picked Rick Grimes.
Yeah, he's like the sheriff one. Yeah. So
you picked Rick Grimes. I don't know who I picked. I don't even know the characters I picked because now I have like 9 people in the community. I don't know how many people I got in the community, and I'm going between them all. Whoever doesn't have Z's next to their head or isn't exhausted, who doesn't
everybody's exhausted. They're like,
everybody's always exhausted.
Up this morning and I'm exhausted.
I'm like, dude, it is an apocalypse. Of course you're exhausted.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny.
Clayton White, he says, "Love the show, guys. Can't figure out how to get the money. He's always doing $4.99. He doesn't know how to get it to $5. But Clayton, we appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Go ahead, Crap."
I was gonna say, and the gamer score they throw at you pretty good too. So like
I'm at 300, I think, and I'm 12, 13 hours in. Listen, I want to go back to it. I do. I'm not. This is not a Mooch saying it's not good. I like the game. I just feel like I play like 2 hours and very little was accomplished. And if you have friends, if the friends are dedicated to help you move forward, then you get quite far. But if you have friends joining you and they just want to like hang out and bullshit, you aren't getting anything done. Yeah. And the longer you're in game, waiting, not doing anything, your supplies drop. So you can't just sit around and talk to your friends and haphazardly go do a mission. You've got to do the missions and do the
Not only that, I can't see shit at night, so I always just kind of BS around the place until the daybreak starts.
Did you boost up your gamma? That's what I did.
I did, but the nighttime is just It's just terrible.
The nighttime is the right time. That's great.
Not the right time though. It's
right. It's
like,
not.
the nighttime is the terrible time because I can't see anything, man.
Well, shout out to Vicious Lord. He says micromanaging and heavy resource management isn't my type of game. Glad you guys are liking it. Listen, that's the thing. And somebody said, Mooch, I apparently think you don't like XCOM. Not only do I not like XCOM,
hey, you wouldn't be lining up there to get Gears XCOM? Come on.
I will not be lining up for any Gears or Halo XCOM games. That's just not my bag. That's not my bag, baby. Right? I caught you,
Mooch. You know what? I've been seeing people say that more and more now too. Like that's not my bag.
That's not my bag, baby.
We need that that
the
clip,
sound
Jay.
bit. Yeah, we really do need to get it.
Should
the
be pretty
Austin
easy.
Powers. Yeah. That's not my bag. Well, see, you've changed it though. We've changed it from Mike Myers to what's his face? The guy
Christopher Walken. That's not my bag. Baby.
Yeah, it's like that even isn't a delayed baby, but then the baby has a hyphen.
Yeah, exactly.
Baby. So anyways, I
apparently the game's doing good for Microsoft though.
Yes, it is.
Over $1 million. I mean, Game Pass or whatever. I mean, like that, I get it. Like Game Pass works well for what they're. I mean, like people that tried Sea of Thieves and then let their thing expire or whatever.
Yeah.
Now they.
Look, crap. You give me a shit for this,
and they'll go play Sea of Thieves on the 29th too, right? Because
that's the thing.
Content.
I mean, in all retrospect, I mean, you guys know I was also not a huge fan of Sea of Thieves. I said Sea of Thieves it is what we thought it was, but at the same time, I don't think Sea of Thieves is all that. I think in a year it's going to be a great game. I don't think anyone will be left, but I think it'll be a great game in a year. It's those. Microsoft just seems like they're slowly bleeding things out to us, very slowly, right? Oh, music's very good. But I don't know. My whole thing is this. The same way I'm not going to preach to you about State of Decay 2 being bad, same thing with, I like Dark Souls Remastered. Crap doesn't like it. Jay, I don't think Jay... Actually, Jay, your name came up yesterday, J-Dubs. Do you think that you would be a Dark Souls fan? Someone was asking me when I was playing
I saw him on Breakfast with Boom saying that he played the first one for like 10 hours, but it's difficult.
That's the thing. Like, I played for about 10 hours before I realized it wasn't my game. But that's how long it takes you to actually get anywhere in that game. As soon as I learned how to take on certain enemies without dying and remembering to save at the fire spots and, it became it's a type of game where if you don't like trial and error, you're going to hate that game. Because that's what that game is. It should be called trial and error.
I played for 4 or 5 hours last night, and same thing, just trial and error, finding different ways, different methods of getting to point B. That's the game plays tricks on you. It's kind of an interesting thing, but I really truly enjoy it. Now, here's my other question, Jay. This is more of a technical question. We all know you do your gaming on your channel, and you do it one-handed, and it is an absolute miracle as far as I'm concerned. It's amazing. Is Dark Souls a game that you think maybe with an elite controller or without is something that you could tackle? Those types of games more challenging or right on par with everything else?
Some of them are a little more challenging for sure, but I think I've gotten Dark Souls down. I think the block is the bumper. Is the left bumper or right bumper? I can't remember. Yeah, yes, I kind of figured it out. I got to the point where I'm actually pretty good at taking them on. It's just a matter of when you get into a situation where there's like so many bad guys, so many enemies in one area, and having to take them all out and you don't have a lot of health, that's where I seem to struggle quite a bit in that game.
I see. No, a lot of people were asking me last night, they were saying, hey, Mooch, you think Graphic God would like this game? And I said, that's interesting. I don't remember Jay ever saying how he felt about Dark Souls. I know how a lot of people feel about Dark Souls, and I didn't know how you felt. So it is something you've tried though, Jay? Is it something you would be willing to try again?
Oh, definitely.
We got a call
sometime.
We do have a call.
We definitely do have a call. Yes.
Okay, I'm like, how are we gonna call? Jay's sitting there talking.
Yeah, Jay's talking to us.
Yeah, MNC Mornings.
It's awesome.
What's up?
Hey, Mooch, Crap, Jay. I hope you guys are having an awesome.
They say there's no sound, Jay. They're like, Jay, no sound.
They can't hear the caller.
Just saying, yeah. So that's on Jay, guys. That's not us. But he was saying
they couldn't hear the caller.
They couldn't hear the caller. So yeah. But basically, guys, what he said was, what's the deal with Microsoft? Because originally when they brought out the Xbox One, it was all TV, TV, TV. And now they say they don't advertise on TV because nobody watches TV.
Right.
So yeah. Hey, somebody says best call, 100% silence. Nice.
Huh. I feel bad about that. Yeah. I don't understand that. I'm looking at all my controls and everything should have been going through fine.
Yeah, make sure you guys share.
You know what it said? It said we could hear him, then we couldn't. That same thing happened to that caller, Hobo Scratch, last week. So, take a look, Jay.
Yeah, do some fiddly diddly behind the scenes there and see.
I'll do all the fiddly diddly I can.
Yeah, get all the feet. Well, hey there, fiddly diddly.
Well, hey there. Well, you know what, Jay? Let's try a voicemail. Put a voicemail through. See if that plays through. Let's make sure everything.
I heard the first 3 seconds, by the way.
There you go.
Shitty. Okay, so
it was a great 3 seconds.
That kind of blows. Okay, so our first caller is CV Killer 617X.
All right,
okay,
from CV.
Let's do it.
What's up, Mooch, Crap, J Dubs? My question is, E3 around the corner. Do you think Upload Studios will get a update? If so, what do you guys want to see be updated? I think, adding music and stuff would be pretty cool. That's about it. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Keep up the good job, Jay. You're the man behind the curtains. See ya.
That's a scary thought. He's a man behind the curtain.
Did everybody hear that?
Yeah,
that went through.
Like I heard it. Unfortunately, I don't think that they're working on. I don't think that they're working with anything with Upload Studio. I wish. It is literally sad to see what that's become because it was such a great idea, and they're all in the share your videos, share your pictures, and now it's basically they cut everything down to you can cut and trim your videos in the dash. Like, that's sad.
Yeah, I don't know what's actually happening there, Crap. Right? I mean, I haven't really messed with whatever they call it, Share Factory. I don't know.
Supposedly it's better. They updated a lot and stuff, so I don't know.
I mean, really, we're not. If you think about it, Crap, what needs to be done to Upload Studios, it's not major. They just need to up the editing tools, right? Give a couple of wacky music or image backgrounds you can put behind. It's not that big of a deal. And to say that they have all those people working over there, it's just, put the selfies away for a little while, guys. Stop talking about your sports predictions. And why don't you just, tweet out here comes Upload Studios. You'll get more retweets from here comes Upload Studios 2 than I don't think the Celtics are going to make it to Game 5. You know what I mean? I don't understand why they're tweeting that stuff out. I don't know. I mean, the
Celtics beat LeBron, though. Come on, man.
I'm a LeBron fan, even though I'm a Knicks fan. But I mean,
come on. I can't stand.
You got to enjoy the greats when they're here.
Cleveland to always lose at everything.
Cleveland. That's so Cleveland.
They got to lose at everything, and then
Jay,
why are we seeing a Kaboom arcade Capcom arcade cabinet?
You know why? I'll tell you why. That was going to be Retro Renegades coming at you.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Right? I mean, it's just, and it's not that Sony's doing it better, this and that. That's not true.
They're doing some stuff better, obviously. I mean, they're advertising their games better for sure.
Think about it, Crap. The share button on the controller. So getting your pictures and your videos out to Twitter only betters your brand, whether it be third-party game or first-party game. Because people are tweeting out pictures. They're doing free advertising. Every time you hit share, Xbox share or PS4 share, you're advertising for the company. So it's free press. But again, Microsoft and their marketing ass backwards. TV's no good. Don't let people run around handing out. Basically, we're handing out free flyers on Twitter.
You know what, though?
Right?
They're doing a ticker tape parade.
Stop advertising for us. We got it.
Here's the thing. The games that they believe in and the big AAA games, the Forza Gears, Halos, they get these big advertising budget campaigns, right? State of Decay 2, that's not getting an advertising campaign. Obviously,
That's fine. That's fine.
They searched the couch cushions and was like, "Here you go, Undead Labs. Like, open your hands."
Didn't get one.
Yeah,
State of Decay didn't get one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we can say Crackdown's not going to get one.
Crackdown, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
like, they put a lot of money into that game supposedly. So I would assume that it would.
I hope so.
But you would figure that they would advertise Game Pass. That they would do a lot of that stuff. Somebody says says there are YouTube ads for State of Decay 2. This is true, and I have seen some ads for Sea of Thieves. There's other Sean Astin ones. I don't know if you've seen them where they actually show some footage of the game.
I have not seen those.
Yeah, it's the one where he's talking about this guy who's in the bottom of a fish tank, and he's like talking about him, and then I can see Jay like doing something on voice meter.
We see you doing voice meter outputs on screen.
That's nice. Like people expect to see a rhino with going. There we go. That's what.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to figure out why the audio is not working and.
On the calls on Skype?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Dirk Griggity's trying to call in, so I'm going to have to take his call, but hopefully he'll come through for everybody.
Okay, yeah, let's see what he has to say, see if it works.
Yeah, put him through.
He actually, I didn't answer him on time, so he jumped back in.
Oh, okay.
Diggity, call back,
Diggity,
buddy.
call back in, brother.
Yes.
No, you're right, Crap, with what you're saying with the advertising, and I don't understand what the disconnect here. And I don't know, are you guys... Is anybody else tired of hearing, but they don't have the budget for it? Like, if you don't have the budget for it,
Microsoft, first of all,
right? Like, they just get out of the game, get out of the business.
Console. If it was Mooch and Crap's console, yeah, I'd understand why there's no budget. But this is Microsoft, right?
Look, Mooch and Crap just opened up a lemonade stand so they can get enough money for their console, their advertising. I get that. Then we're having a hard time. But I'm done with it. I'm done with it. If Microsoft doesn't have the budget, then bounce.
Yeah.
Like bounce. Like give it to somebody who wants to spend some money on it. I don't care. Amazon, Google, Apple, Mooch and Crap. Give it to whoever you want.
Yeah.
Someone that actually wants to perform the product. Like that's the thing. People are like, well, we don't have the budget for it. That's a you problem. That's not a me problem. People come up to me. They're like, well, Mooch, you can't say that. They didn't have the budget for it. Well, wait, I turned around. I look behind me. There's no one behind me. Well, who the hell do I blame then? J-Dubs? Jay! what do you do? So, I don't get console of all time. I told you, some guy at the table was probably like, hey, what games are we going to play? What games are we going to play on this brand new superior console? Fire that man. Did he just say games? Out with you. We don't have a budget for that. We're making it hardware. All right. You know what I mean? I just see the guy getting dragged out in like a brown box. They dumped everything on his head. He's been there for 18 years. It was probably Albert. There's a Mooch rant for you guys. So I don't know. It's not an excuse, folks. It's not an excuse. You can't, they didn't have a budget. Well, that's a them problem.
Yeah.
Get a budget.
I wish they had a budget, what I mean? Or maybe they do now. I don't know, but.
We do have a call. Hopefully that's diggity.
Yeah, maybe they just don't have for certain games. They if they don't believe in it, I don't think they have a budget.
Good point, Crap.
M&C, what's up? Hopefully this works.
What is going on, Mooch Crap? Of course, this is Dirk Griggity here. Hey, man, Crap was saying that it's pretty obvious that Microsoft, somewhere within the last few years, maybe the whole generation, they stopped investing in first-party games. And it made me think. I said, damn, within the last 2 years, of course, with the exception of Forza and Gears, I know the Quantum Break was probably a deal they signed way back in the past. But I said, damn, they really haven't had a quality AAA game in a couple years. I mean, even a game like Dead Rising 4, you guys even said that game took a step back. And it's pretty obvious that game definitely took a step back from 3. So I know they're investing now, which is good and everything. But don't you guys feel that they should sign some type of third-party exclusives? Even if it's a year time, shouldn't they sign some third-party exclusives while we're sitting here waiting for these first-party games? Let me know what you guys think. Thanks.
Yeah, Diggity, I think that they should do something. Look, when Sony lacked exclusives with the PS4 when it launched, they had so much time content that everything was treated like an exclusive anyway. Watch Dogs, exclusive missions, Call of Duty, exclusive maps. Destiny, exclusive strikes, exclusive this, exclusive that.
Right.
You've got to do that, right? You can't just. And here's the thing. This is where I think the part where Microsoft is a bit dishonest, where they're like, "Oh, we don't really believe in that." Look, they believe in it. They didn't have the budget to do it. We could see some of that return this E3. Rumor is they've got a lot of third-party stuff. So, I hope to see them be a little bit more, aggressive with that approach. They need to be. And I think that the fans deserve specific reasons to buy games on Xbox One or Xbox One X, and just have, here's the thing. If Phil's thinking is the X plays everything better, that's true. But in the grand scheme of things, even if there's 2 million people, even 3 million people that have an X, there's still the majority that don't. And so you got to give them a reason to buy the games on that platform as well. And that's where time content comes in. Because even people like on the PlayStation, things look and play better on the X, but it's probably not enough if Sony's got content on something,
Exactly.
If Sony's got content on something, they're going to stick with Sony. This is going to be
the reason
it still looks pretty good.
Dark Souls is a great example. Dark Souls Remastered comes out. You have a much more powerful box in the X and their parity. Right down the line. Right down the line. They're both 1800p or whatever it is. It's the same. It's just, that's what Crap's trying to say is even though you have the strongest console, Microsoft either needs to buy exclusive third-party rights like Diggity's saying, or you have to have a first-party lineup that shows the power. You can't just say we have the power and then you just say, well, the devs over there will take care of it. And the devs over there are like, no, we're not.
Power. Yeah.
Right?
You gotta, I agree 100%.
So we got a call though. Let's take another call. Guys, call in if you guys must have a lot of feelings with E3 coming up.
Yeah, MNC Mornings. What up?
What's up?
Good morning, Mooch and Crap, Jay, and everybody in the chat. This is Sir X Man. Crap, I remember in December when you were doing predictions for 2018, I told you you were going to get close and get 50,000 subscribers. Looks like we're less than halfway through the year and you're about to hit it. So I'm hoping you get 75. Okay, I'm reaching on that one, but I'm hoping. My thing is, oh my God, I forgot what I was going to say because I was so happy about your 50,000. Oh yeah, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, when it comes out, it's going to be you, Mooch, Crap, me, and Fox. We're going to show you the ropes on how to do Battlefield the right way where you get your enjoyment. That's about all I had to say, guys. Oh, yeah, one more thing. With the Battlefield 5 being Microsoft having the rights for advertising this year, they should give us skins and for us buying the game on that console like Sony does with theirs for exclusive items. That's all I got to say, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thanks, Jay.
Yo, that was an awesome call. And you know what? Shout out to Sir X-Man. If Sir X-Man wants to go through it, you know what? Listen, I'm all about, and we were having a great conversation. Shout out to Luca, who's in the chat. It was myself, Luca, Sin Vendetta, and Bam Bam, and also Nephew in the chat eventually because the chat kind of grew and grew and grew. But when we were talking, and we were talking about don't knock it till you try it. And here's the thing, right? So there's certain games, you guys all know this. You guys have been following me for 4 years. I was not a fan of Dark Souls, Bloodborne type of games. And the old don't knock it till you try it comes into play, I think, usually within a 5% for Mooch. 95% for me, I'm like, I've played that kind of game. I know. I never played that kind of game before. I didn't know. So that almost does apply. Now, Sir X-Man can maybe show the ropes on certain things for me and teach me things about Battlefield because I have not yet. I'll be honest with you, Sir X-Man. I have yet to truly play with somebody. I've played with guys that are professionals in Battlefield, but they're so good. They're like, yeah, Mooch, just hang out behind that rock. Just hang out. The war's almost over.
You're like Saving Private Ryan, the guy that ducking behind there. Like, what do I do? Yeah, I gotcha.
But I still made it to the end. It's like that's the idea. So I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Crap. I'm like, I made it. Yeah. But if Sir X-Man wants to show the ropes and say, listen, this is how the game was intended to be played, Sir X-Man, I say thank you, and I will be there with you day one. I appreciate your help there.
Absolutely. Man, we got another call, man. MNC Mornings, what up?
Hit that like and subscribe button, folks. Hit that like and
Hey, what's
subscribe
up,
button.
guys? L after L after L.
L
Yes,
after
it is I,
L.
Luca. And all I gotta say is, I love coming in the middle of a Mooch rant. It's like my favorite. After all, I am the female Mooch, and it inspires me. It really does. But you know what I really want to say? I am so sick and tired of people misinterpreting critique and thinking of it as hate, right? Because you can't say anything about Xbox or Microsoft without someone out of nowhere saying, "Oh, come on, stop being negative. You're just hating on Xbox to hate on Xbox." It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if you're a true fan of the platform, you should be able to speak up and voice your concerns. It doesn't automatically mean that you hate the platform. It doesn't automatically mean that you hate your Xbox, when, especially since Mooch and Crap spend the majority of their time on that system. I just don't understand why people are so against you giving honest answers and honest feelings about how Xbox is doing in your eyes. You know, opinions are not facts, so you can give your perspective on things without people automatically drawing the pitchforks and saying, "Hey, you hate Xbox, so we hate you." It's pretty annoying, but I guess this is just the world that we live in, right? Oh well, sucks to suck. But enjoy the day, guys. Have a nice show, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Thanks, Jay.
Luca is so great, and she's so right. You know, that's the one thing you're not going to find bigger Xbox fans than the three of us on this show that are, you know, Jay, Crap, and myself. You're just not. The thing about it is, me and Crap had plenty of conversations about the direction we think the company's going in. And is it a you know, 5-alarm fire? No, we're not saying it's 5-alarm fire, but there's just been some question marks now, not in 1 year, but going on 2 full years. And I'm just, my concern, Crap, and I want to hear what you have to say. My concern is if Microsoft says, "Hey, we're putting all of our eggs into the basket of next generation," I just think you're going to lose so many people in the next 18 months. It's going to be detrimental.
I think it all depends on what Sony's doing too. You know, like if Sony decides to allow forward compatibility as well, then I don't know. Like, does that bodes well for them, because they'll have over 100 million PS4s out there, right? You know, so people will just continue buying on PS4s or buy a PS5, right, and take their library with them. You know, so Microsoft is in a weirder spot, you know, because they've got this kind of kumbaya attitude. As long as we're making money, we're happy. You know, I'm not really sure what to make from them. Like, I'm waiting to see what happens at E3.
Are you saying wait till E3?
That cliche. That's cliche.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm saying wait till E3. And look, here's the thing. I don't think it's going to be a huge E3 like megaton after megaton. I think we're getting a lot of third parties, indies. They're going to do the avatars. Right. You know, they're going to talk about their game streaming. Hey, if you want to stream a game while you take a dump, you're going to be able to do that with Xbox Cloud X, and, you know, play Crackdown on the go with your phone, because everybody wants to do that, right?
Your car ever break down and you wanted to play the rest of Halo 5? We've got you covered. Pull out your nifty phone and play along.
And, yeah, you know, look like an idiot going everywhere you go. Like, you know, I don't really. And then they're going to sell the little things where, you know, have you seen them where you have a controller where you can hook your phone up? Like, who goes around like that, though? You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's pointless. So they're going to waste some time on that kind of stuff, but it is what it is. Right. But I do think they're going to have, like we already stated on Crossfire.
Crossfire! So good. God, I love that 80s game.
I know, right? So we already mentioned how, like, even Alan Walsh, like the game that Microsoft is showing off behind closed doors coming out is only Forza Horizon 4. That's the only one the media is going to be able to see that we haven't heard of yet.
Right.
And we know it's coming. We just it's not official.
Right. The thing is like, and you guys in the chat, you guys listening later, you know, and I know Crap's a huge fan, and that's fine. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. My only thing is that, like, Forza Horizon 4, and it's going to be an A+ game. I'm already giving them that benefit of the doubt, but it's not anything that gets me excited about the fall. That's me. I mean, others are probably like, no, I can't wait.
Now, listen, I agree with you, but let me tell you why you're wrong.
Well, that's my whole thing, Mooch. To be honest with you, my problem with it is that that's just something we've played so many times. The fact that they're going to change the background doesn't really get me all that amped. It doesn't mean I'm not amped. I'm just not all that amped. I want something new. I want something refreshing. And, State of Decay 2, listen, you know what? Good game in the fact that I haven't played a game like that on Xbox in a very long time. So kudos to them. And I'm going to keep playing State of Decay 2 throughout the summer. That's a game that's just not going to go away. There's plenty of content. There's plenty to do. And again, everybody says it's $30. So it is what it is. There's things that aggravate me about it, but I think with updates, some of that with polish will come along. But nonetheless, this fall is a complete and utter mystery wrapped in a puzzle, wrapped in an enigma, right? I mean, we don't know what's going on. And, I think on Crossfire, we were talking about it as well. I can't even say Crossfire without singing the goddamn song now. Jay, damn you. Crossfire! So good.
I'm curious, was that yours or mine?
That's me.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you remember Jay was like, let me hear you say it again, and he recorded me.
Yeah, I remember, but I couldn't remember if I joined in with the.
I don't think you were too far behind. In that. You got a couple yourself. But guys, listen. I want to speak to the chat real quick, guys. Please, I was saying it before the call. Do hit the like button. Tweet this out. Also, call in. I know you guys are all sitting here. You guys are very opinionated in the chat, and I like that. Give a call in. MC Space Mornings on Skype. We want to hear what you guys are thinking E3 will be like, what you think it's not going to be like, or what you don't want to hear. Jay, while we do that, why don't we, you want to take a voicemail? We've got quite a few.
We got a lot.
A lot of voicemail.
Yeah, so Diggity was on deck, but since he called in, he wanted to replace his voicemail with a live call. I'm not going to play Diggity. But we have our old friend, Jay Yoon.
All right.
Jay Yoon's back. Nice.
Didn't we flush him at one point?
That he was not happy
Good
about.
morning, J-Dubs, Mooch, Crap. Thank you for playing the voicemail message. I was surprised, but I'm grateful you guys did. And the other thing is, I'm not going anywhere, so you're going to have to put up with me. This is JUN01 Xbox Live.
Nice.
I do have one comment, and I just wanted to see what you guys thought. Ultimately, for me, it just comes down to the fact that Xbox is just alive. It's more fun. It's just more social. When I had the PS4 Pro, it was boring, dull, lame. And so I just wanted to put that out because, regardless of how many great games the PS4 has, I always go back to Xbox because it's just the community, it's fun, the controller, everything about it. It's just better. So have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah. He's not wrong. I feel the same way. Not that I think that PlayStation is fine for doing the single player stuff. I could never see myself being actively online and playing games on there. It's just
right.
I don't see that as something that I would be interested in doing very often or very, very long. Like I beat God of War was the first game on PlayStation where I was just like,
crap, we got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
Failed Pyromancer says the best thing Sony done that Microsoft doing now is giving variety. Every game isn't great, but the option Sony gives gamers is there. He says Dissidia got a 67 Metacritic score, but I love it playing games. Yeah,
well, 68 is the new 98.
That is true.
Hey, by the way, I don't really mean that. I'm being.
He's joking. He's joking.
Yeah,
no, but it's
like next thing you know, people are like,
right.
Did you hear crap? 68 is the new 9. No, I don't really think that. I'm just joking.
That's good stuff, though. Crap. I love the math. Yeah. Go ahead. Go back to your point.
What the hell was I saying?
Right. That's awesome. That's great. No, I mean, let me answer Jay Woon. Jay Woon called. First of all, Jay Woon, I want to go back to the basics. Jay Woon, thank you so much for your Patreon support. Thank you for staying with us. I do also want to say that absolutely, I thought it would mean a lot to Jay Woon that we're going to play that call because you know what? This is all about the people. It's about your show, folks. We want you guys to be heard. And we also do appreciate Jay Woon understanding us and how we run the show. And I think that's why you guys love the show so much. So Jay, shout out to you for being an awesome Patreon member. And please do keep the calls coming in. We want to hear what you think.
Yeah.
That being said, let's answer his question. I agree with him. It was a joke I had years ago. And I've been on PlayStation more now than ever before. I've been on quite a bit lately.
Yeah.
And I called it the lonely station. And a lot of people that like PlayStation, they got upset when I said that. But let me reiterate, I've been on PlayStation quite a bit. And there's a lot of people that are quite social with me on Xbox. I see them on when we're playing a PlayStation game in common, and nobody ever hits you up. There's no messages. There's no, hey, let's get into a voice chat. Hey, I just went and bought the PS4, the Platinum headset so that I could chat more and discuss with people on PlayStation. So please do feel free to send your friend request. I believe it's the dash Mooch 78 on PlayStation because, back then it was ages ago. And you can, as we all know, the joke that still lives in infamy is we can't change our gamer tag. I would like to change it and abbreviate it a bit, but we can't. So that being said, you can add me, but the problem is people really don't hang out on there. You'll be lucky if you get a hi or a what's up back. But he's right on Xbox. Last night, me and Luca in Sin Vendetta are playing Dark Souls. People are popping in and out of the chat. We were having a blast. Not just YouTubers, people, gamers. Just gamers were hanging out, having fun. It was great. Yeah. So, I'm not trying to make any excuses. Like, well, Mooch, maybe a lot of the guys you talked to in the community. No, it was just people enjoying video games. And I noticed that community seems more alive on Xbox. So shout out to Jay Woon for making that point.
MNC Mornings, what's up?
Hey, Crap. Hey, Mooch, what's up? It's the boy, the True Racer YT. But I got a question for you guys. Next month, June, is going to be a huge month for racing games to come out. We got Onrush coming out June 5th. Crew 2 comes out like June 28th or something like that. MXGP2 or whatever that game is going to call that new motocross game comes out like June 29th. Of those 3 racing games coming out, and yes, they're all multi-plat, which one do you think the both of you will play the most of, or you're most excited for? And Mooch, just because you're playing State of Decay 2, don't get lost in that world and forget about Dad of War. That's all I got to say, but have a great day, everybody.
Well, I'm looking forward to the racing. I mean, Onrush, I thought was okay. I played a little bit of the beta or whatever. I thought that was pretty decent. Obviously, Forza Horizon 4 is where the money's at, though, for me.
Well, I'm going to say shout out to True Racer. True, the reason he made that, True allowed me to mooch God of War off of him. He got the code. And listen, I pay attention. I write to people. True will tell you this. I talk to True. I talk to anyone that writes to me. I try to get back to you guys, just like I do in the chat right now. I'm talking to as many people as possible while doing a show. And True was like, I saw it on Twitter. He's like, hey, I won God of War. His next tweet was, I don't have a PS4. And then my tweet was, can I mooch that? Right? I mean, listen, let's just be honest here. What's he going to do with the code? So True goes, yeah, sure, dude, here. So guys, check out True Racer. He does a lot of great things on Twitter and YouTube. Awesome dude in the community. Definitely promotes everybody on YouTube. Doesn't matter what you're playing, what game you like. Dude's always there for you. So True, thank you for that experience. God of War truly was a great game. And we're not going to go down that path again. We've talked about game of our existence plenty, right? It's the
God of War.
Facts. The reason you're on Earth is because of God of War. Facts. So it is a great game, and I want to say thanks to True for that. We do have a call, though.
Yeah, MNC Mornings, what up?
Good morning, Mooch, Crap, J-Dubs. How's it going this morning? Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Got a kind of a question for you, something I was thinking about. I'm going to try to keep it short. But one of the big questions we had back when the Xbox One X and the PlayStation 4 Pro was first announced was, were they going to be held back by the developers still having to make games for the base systems, right? So I'm wondering, that hasn't harmed the Pro a whole lot, but I'm actually thinking that's part of the problem with the X. They're coming out with these games, where the few games that they're coming out with, they're not, what people think what they should be. We got the world's most powerful console, but the games aren't really showing it.
Is that it? It's like he's kind of, I guess.
It was almost like he was talking, and then all of a sudden, just like a ledge came, and he's like,
you know what? Like, I agree. Like, we haven't had that game, especially from first party, that really wows people graphically. But overall, I think that that's Sony's strength right now, is they've got these. Their first party cranking out these games that look amazing. It's like hit after hit after hit after hit. And that's Microsoft. Microsoft should have planned better. But again, I've been saying this for a while, and it's easy to deduce like, oh, crap's full of crap. No, like, it's clear that they stopped production on games for a certain point. It's clear that they did. They just stopped. They were like, hey, no new games. And a key point to this would be their last new IP reveal was 2015 when they revealed Recore and Sea of Thieves. And to that point, that means that we should, if you're actually investing in new exclusives and new IP, we we would have already saw something last year, certainly this year, right?
Yeah.
Unless they stopped completely and just stop making stuff, So I believe they stopped making stuff for a while, unless it was like Forza, Halo, or Gears.
Mhm.
I believe they pretty much stopped. MNC Mornings, what's up? Hey, Mooch, Crap,
Yes,
it's me.
hello, Mooch Crap. What's going on, fellas? Shout out to the chat. I actually had a quick question just regarding the checkbook now being open for Microsoft. Okay, I know right now their strong suit that they could probably best play towards would be the marketing deals, seeing as though, these games take some time to develop, good ones anyway. I was curious, is there any particular marketing deal that you would like to see them invest in? Me personally, I'm thinking this new Avengers game that Square Enix is working on. I don't know if there's something they can maybe do there, or any other game in particular. I believe the Cyberpunk may have a marketing deal going on there, but yeah, what are your thoughts? Anything in particular you would like to see? Thank you for your time. Y'all have a good day.
Well, let me, Crap, you handle the last one. Let me give you a break here for a second. The thing about it is to answer the caller, the Cyberpunk thing is great, right? But the problem is like, all you're going to do is they're just going to have the marketing rights. So like you say, you're going to see the ad and then you're going to see it go, boom, Xbox One. Like, they're not going to have an exclusive. They're not going to have exclusive content. They're not going to have exclusive gear. Same thing goes for Anthem. No exclusive strikes, no exclusive gear. Like, Phil doesn't want to do that. He said that on multiple occasions. So like, I'm just at a point right now where I'm like, I thought marketing deals were massive back when you would get some content with it, but to just put the logo at the end of an ad, I guess that means something. I don't know. You got to give have a pre-order, Xbox only pre-order this game while we have the marketing rights, and this is what you get. Like something, and that's a skin.
You got plays best on Xbox, so,
right?
I mean,
Right.
There's that.
Yeah, there's that.
There is. I mean, come on. Like, what more do you want, Mooch? God.
Well, I don't know. What do I want? I want what gamers want. I want what everybody wants. Yeah, it's funny. I put my PlayStation name out there. My phone's going off like crazy. People are adding me on PlayStation. That's great.
Well, you know what the problem is? And I heard from somebody that Mooch was playing Ni no Kuni too.
Yeah, but I wasn't. That's what's funny. No, I don't own it. I don't own it.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, that was AJ.
Yeah. He was
AJ wrote me. He goes, are you playing Ni no Kuni too? And I'm like, I don't own it. If you want to give it to me, I'll play it.
I said, you know what? If he's playing it, he mooched it.
No, I don't own it. If somebody wants to send it to me, I'm sure as heck I would try it. But no, I'm not playing. I'm playing Detroit Become Human right now, and I'm also playing. I finished God of War, and I'm now going back to do side quests. But yeah, shoot! If somebody wants to send me a Nuni Kuni, what is it? What is it called? Nuni Kuni 2. Then I'll take the code, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, hell, I'll take it too. The only code I won't take is one for Black Ops 3.
Oh,
or Black Ops 4. I mean, yeah.
Oh, stop. Well, by the way, if anyone wanted to give Crap a Black Ops 4 code and he doesn't want it, you just send it to me, folks. I'll happily take.
Also,
Crap.
I want to do a quick shout out to some of our Patreon supporters. If you guys want to support us on Patreon, the link is below. $1 and a Dream, you can win. Like last week, I want to say we gave out so much cool stuff last week, right? We gave out the somebody won something, the Patreon thing, right? And he got a $60. He wanted a $60 Xbox card, so he got it. Also, Mighty Spidey played guest at Metacritic and won.
Nice.
And so he won State of Decay 2. We also did like the pony where somebody won something, and the wheel and somebody won something. So yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff going on. We do a lot of giveaways, and if you support us just for $1 a month, you get entered into that, and you have like a 1 in 100 chance or something.
It's a good odd
to win. Yeah,
try it out, guys.
And same thing, like participate in the games, like guest at Metacritic. We only got 6 callers for that, and so you had a 1 in 6 chance of winning the game. So yeah, like think about that. So shout out to Josha Z, Jack Jackal, Justin B, Anthony N, John S, Mark D, G-Man 209, Mel S, Chief, Vertigo Tempest, John or Jay Yoon. Yeah, there we go. Alan Savage, Jazzy Noop Xbox, G-Man 1172. Is that Jerky Boy?
Yes, G-Man 1172 is G-Man Jerky Boy.
Dirk Griggity, Dr. Diabolic, Fuzzy Belvedere, Luke C, Vichos, Gaming Forte, David B, Mark B, OBX, Blackbeard, Snotty Kleenex, Ray Barada,
Nice.
Musivic, Michael B, Primal Data, Joe Evans, Stinking Corpse, Anthony B, Prinz X, Christopher M. Yeah, man, and just thank everybody that contributes and helps us out, and
like special shout out to Stinking Corpse, man. That guy, he gives to everybody, and he gives big. He really does.
Yeah.
He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody for the tiers that actually that do that stuff. Like it all helps. It gives us, we help make the show better. It gives Jay some equipment and stuff like that. It also helps us do the giveaways.
The giveaways. It's huge for giveaways. I think a lot of people need to understand, like, that's what we do. You have every single week we give away the voicemail prize. Then we do the prize at the end of the month for the Patreon folks. And then we do these random games like Guess That Metacritic. This all comes from this, and Jay has gotten the show. You guys can see it. And if you've been watching every week, maybe it's been happening in small. It's like when somebody sees your kid, they're like, "Oh, your kid's really getting big." You see him every day. You're like, "Well, no, that's just his height." But at the same time, right? The show has grown from infancy to where we are today, and a lot of that is thanks to the Patreon folks.
Yeah,
like we've been able to get Jay the materials.
Yeah, go back and look at some of the early ones. Not that it looked bad, but I mean the new background and everything. Like it enables us to do some of this cool stuff with the scrolling.
Oh, the software and also the hardware. He's been able to grab a few things that make it easier for Jay. And Jay, you can discuss it more in depth. There's things that you currently have now that just make things a lot easier, and the sky's the limit instead of the limit being the sky.
Yeah, like having the hardware to have really good microphones is really, really important for this type of thing. I've got audio interfaces, I've got condenser mics, I've got USB mics, I've got, people have seen the pictures. This is the Batcave. I've got many monitors going. I have many webcams. I use 2 different webcams for my Graphic God games, if anyone's ever watched those. I've got a webcam on my hand and on my body. So,
right.
I'm using iPads, I'm using iPhones. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff.
It's great. And like I said, we can't thank the Patreon folks, especially, and shout out to Jay Woon for the, again, awesome message. I'm not going anywhere. That's what I like to hear, Jay Woon. That's the attitude, and we really appreciate it. Let's do another voicemail, Jay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll one.
Sure. So we've got an old friend from a faraway land, Jack Jackal.
All right.
Sub Mooch and Crab, sub J-Dubs. This is your fan Jack Jackal from a faraway land. I want to talk about the Inside Xbox show pretty quickly. Look, guys, they need to think about the audience again, okay? I watch it, my friends watch it, and we watched all episodes, and we're glad we're able to watch it from, our countries. The audience here are the Xbox gamers around the globe, right? For that being said, for example, this Halo game they announced, it is completely useless to me and the gamers outside the States and Canada. I don't think I'm gonna travel all the way to the States to play an arcade game, right? I mean, they just need to rethink about the audience. It's on Mixer, it's available for everyone, it's broadcasting to everyone around the globe. They really should rethink about what they should announce and what they should not announce. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of the day now.
Well, Jack, thanks for calling in, buddy. By the way, Jack is a huge Xbox fan.
Yeah.
Huge Xbox fan. So that just needs to be said because this guy bleeds green. And I'll just tell you, Inside Xbox for me, it's at this point, it's not necessary. It's got to go. If they're going to just keep doing what they're doing with it, it's got to go. Or it needs to be a half an hour because really this hour and a half, 2 hours of absolute nonsense and maybe 25 minutes of stuff we kind of want to hear. And I say kind of in air quotes. you know, it's what we've come to expect from, and that's the thing. Like, if you see inside Xboxes like this, and you see the production value is just meh, and the content is meh, then you see like, well, these are
the joke. Mooch and Crap productions are better than that.
Yeah,
like
that was a great tweet, Crap.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people put LOL at the end of everything. I literally was laughing. Like, people are like, why are you laughing? And I'm just holding my phone up with
It's serious. Even go look at our interview with Craig Duncan, right? Like that is so much more and higher quality than what they're doing. And I think that's the shame. I mean, this is Microsoft, and it's not even the fact that the hosts are bad, because I mean, you could make that argument too. It's just the content is bad.
I mean, didn't Craig himself talk about the quality of the show?
Yeah, about it being better than IGN's and stuff.
Yeah,
So
you guys are better than IGN. I thought this was a little show. I was like, no, that's awesome, man. Thanks for the compliment. I mean, it's not just that crap, but it's like you say, it's not just the hosts, it's the content.
Yeah.
And what concerns me is I think the people that are doing inside Xbox also have a large role to play in the E3 performance.
Yeah.
You know, so you can just see what we're about to get in a week and a half, 2 weeks. You know, it's going to be, you know, and now everybody, Phil Spencer. You know what I mean? And he comes out and he's like, you know, he's wearing a Cuphead 2 t-shirt. And we're all going to be like, yeah, all right, what does that mean? Does that mean Cuphead 2 is coming out in 6 or 7 years? So it's like, you know, I mean, I want to show us something we haven't seen before, Xbox. Like, wow us. You know, show a game that is only playable on the X with the power you guys keep talking about. That's all people want. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. There's a lot of people in, you know, the engineering that goes into the hardware of the Xbox One X, that was difficult. That was difficult. But that's coming out on stage and doing a couple of sales pitches with some hope in the games and CGI. I'm not saying it's easy, but there's so many creative people. You see the Don. The Don's been on Crap's channel. He's been on my channel. He does Next Podcast with Xbot. Like, he tells us about all these like starving artists that are coming out of school that can't wait to program and make amazing games. Go get these hungry young folks. Give them a job. Let them create something out of the box, and Microsoft can pick them up on the right, Crap. It's like when you're drafting your sports team. These kids that are coming out, yeah, they make more money now because of unions and such, but they're still way cheaper than when they actually get max contract deals. These kids coming out of college right now are not a lot of money to scoop up their talent.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
You know,
100%. I agree 100%.
I bet you Sony's at all the college campuses recruiting the crap out of these people.
They should be.
You know, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Well, you know, So Shady says they already said there will be no X only games. Mooch, you want them to lie now? I don't want them to lie. I wouldn't mind if they went back on their word and showed us that. I mean, can it hurt right now? They've only lost 75 NPDs in a row. Can we? I mean, I wouldn't be offended if they were like, hey, by the way, we're making a game that looks really great on the X. See, I mean, how bad could the backlash possibly be at this point, right? I mean, they're losing anyway.
Well, the problem is if they made something just for the X, your maximum people that could buy it would be very small.
Well, listen. We're not taking the people who have the S in the original day one out. It's just going to look a little better on the X. It is what it is. That's what we paid for.
M&C Mornings, though. What's up?
Hey, now.
Hey, Mooch and Crap. This is Monkey Punch. I got a question. What Mooch was talking about earlier about the E3 exclusives, but Microsoft is bringing. I know they don't give exclusive rights to games, but they need to show more than just a logo, like Mooch said, over the screen. They need to show more than just what we expect them to do. So I'm just wondering, why do people care so much about it? Because it really doesn't matter what I think or what everybody else thinks. We're going to buy what games what we want or what platform it is. So let me know what you think of the question, and great show, guys.
What was his question?
I listened to every word, and I'm not sure I picked up the question.
I didn't hear the question.
I think it was more of a statement more than anything, and then he wanted, you know, I think he's saying, you know, he's also not enthralled with what he's seen thus far, and he said, I think at the end he said, ultimately it doesn't matter. People are just going to buy what they want to buy. I don't necessarily disagree with him there, but I mean, I think Microsoft has to try. What they have to work on right now is trying to lure over the PlayStation folks. And right now, if you're a PlayStation only owner, someone try to sell me on why I would come to Xbox. And I love to sell, but if I'm going to sit there and have to sell Sea of Thieves, well, I'll try my best. But Sea of Thieves and State of Decay 2 is really like, it's like saying I'm a magician and the only thing I know how to do is like, one card trick. You're like, that's it? Come on, like make the Statue of Liberty disappear or something. That's next week. So it's like, I don't really know how to sales pitch it. All I can say is it does have the potential with the best hardware. We know that Microsoft's going to continue the best hardware and embrace that moniker for as long as possible, right? They're going to keep that logo going as long as possible. But again, once next generation starts, Crap, you said this, they're both going to be very similar.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
There's not going to be a big difference. And that's like, I trust the Don kind of when he's talking, when he talks about that stuff. Like, we're going to see more 4K 60 for sure, but there's not going to be a big difference in what we get. In terms of what we're, some more effects and stuff like that. So, dang, we're getting a lot of call-ins this morning. MNC Mornings, what's up? Hey, Mooch, it's me.
Great Canadian web slinger, Mighty Spidey here. All hell Jay. Just want to say, guys, great podcast this week. It was awesome. Crap. I really hope that Lady Foxfire could be a permanent fixture on Xbox Nation. She is the perfect compliment to you. She's the perfect compliment to the show. She's got a nice, sexy voice, and she's a great addition to Xbox Nation if she can be permanent. I want to also thank you guys for guess that Metacritic score State of Decay 2 prize. I'm having a lot of fun, and I really appreciate it, and just goes to show exactly what you're talking about. You guys are saying, someone call in, so I call in just to contribute. And now I've got this great game, so I appreciate it. Crap, just want to sing a little bit of your praises. I've been listening to you since the start, and I really do find you as a podcaster are really maturing, and what you have to contribute and say and the way you conduct yourself on YouTube, as opposed to some other people don't always conduct themselves. They just fly off the thing. I find you're really maturing as a podcaster, and it says a lot. Just talk a little bit about this show, and I want your guys' opinion on. I find this show is really maturing, and I just want to talk a little bit about Jay. Other than his patented fuck-ups every week that always has to happen for some reason, one button here, one button here, I find this show is really, really progressing and becoming something really big. I find that he's kind of like the Andy Richter to the show. His little voice, his little audio inputs, like the Mooch input or stuff like this, or the visuals. I find the whole back end of the show is really progressing cool. I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on what you think, how you think Jay's progressed. I know maybe his screw ups, we need them because it's part of the show, and he does it on purpose. But I really do find that he's really maturing on the back end, and I find the show is really becoming something special, like you guys imagined to be. Anyways, thanks guys for a great show. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Well, there you go.
Mooch and Crap and Mighty Spidey.
Coming at you Sunday morning. Woo! Listen. Woo! So it's great about the whole thing is Spidey, thank you for the call, and I appreciate it. I like that. Crap got a praise. Jay got crapped on, and Mooch was just not even here. That's what I know.
Mooch is sitting there waiting. He's like,
I was like, when's mine? I guess after Jay's critique, I was like, I'm glad I got nothing. I'll take nothing.
Basically, his praise of me was I was shit before, and I'm really maturing now, so I'm less shit.
That's good.
And Jay, his mess ups are funny. So it's all good.
Listen, Jay's, let me answer Mighty Spidey. I think that was a good point. Let me answer. I'll tell you my opinion on it. If you guys ever listen to Howard Stern, Jay's like Scott the engineer. So that's why the whole Jay came from.
Jay!
That's the joke. The fact that this is a living show and we have call-ins and voicemails and we're doing things on the fly and Jay's literally listening to what we're doing, taking calls, also hitting these sound effects. Yeah, you're going to have some mess up, but guess what? That's the best part. You guys are a part of this. I think that's the thing that makes this show so different. When you listen to your daily drive into work, right? That's all scripted and everything's just whatever. When you listen to Stern, sometimes his mic doesn't work and he starts he's going off on Scott the engineer or something happens and he's making fun of Baba Booey or something. It's great. It's the best thing in the world. It's my hero. So
hey, Foxy says she got praised too.
Yeah, Foxy, did you like that? That was great.
Yeah. Well, no, you know what? That's funny because this week because she really nailed it on Xbox Nation. She was like right in there with you. Like she was Battlefield 5 and Call of Duty 4 or Call of Duty Black Ops 4. You know, it was like this. It was like a really good show.
Right.
And I had so many people go, "Oh, you should invite her." I'm like, I did invite her to join. And you know what I mean? Like that's a big commitment to join a show every week.
It is. It really is. A lot of people don't understand that. They say
it's not like I'm like, it's not like I don't want her on there every week. You know, it's like, yeah, she should be on there every week. She does a good job. And there's good chemistry there too. So like, whenever she wants to be on, she can.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I think what we have to do, Crap, you have to kind of take a second to step back and say what you just said a second ago. That's the big commitment. Doing these shows are a huge commitment to be here for 2 hours. And there's work that goes into it behind the scenes. Even weeks where we don't have tremendous amount of skits, we still get together a half an hour, 45 minutes before every show. We meet during the week one time. Yeah. So, I mean, there's always something going on. And then on top of that, we have Crossfire, we have Xbox Nation, and then we do guest appearances. Can I at least get the 80s game on screen? I don't know if we can show that or not. But
we could probably show it for a couple seconds, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be great. We'll work on that.
They're playing Crossfire or whatever, yeah.
Oh, God. When that keeps coming on, I miss my Hadouken and I miss my Megaton. Right?
I've heard that forever.
I know, it's been a while. And you said Megaton earlier. Jay was on a call. I was hoping we could have got to it.
Yeah, I absolutely I need to have a third arm.
You do.
And I need I need that multiplicity. I need to be able to split myself in half.
Do we have the Hadouken, Jay?
I'm sure we do.
Jay, let Jay find that while we take a voice message.
Yeah.
Okay, so as for voice messages, we have someone new, and I hope I'm not mispronouncing his name. I think he went by the name of Jerkachu, and I can only relate this to Pikachu. I don't know. Let's listen.
Well, let's listen.
Hey, Mooch, Crap, J-Dubs. This is Drunken Chewy from Xbox Live. I just became a new patron because I figured, I get more entertainment from you guys for $10 a month more than I did with my Game Pass. Also, I don't got a question. I got one statement. God of War. Facts. When God said, "Let there be light," it was to turn on his PS4 so he could play God of War.
Do you know how many of those facts like people can't? There was one dude, I forget his name, so forgive me. He was doing that all day with me and Mooch. Remember Mooch?
Yes.
He was like, God of War, facts. It was like,
was that William Ramos?
I don't know. I don't know exactly who it was, but he was like, yeah, when what was that? Some game was delayed. He goes, yeah, it's delayed. Add in a throwable axe. Facts. Like everything is better with a throwable axe. And hey, I did see that you did beat God of War though. That was a pretty good ending.
I did, and the ending was great. The ending was actually really great. That's one of the first times you had an ending to a game that was like a movie ending, right, Crap?
Yeah.
And you're like, holy shit, really? I mean,
here's the thing. Yeah, I'm not going to ruin it either, even though I tend to do that sometimes. But that nailed it, and it's not being we joke around with it, but honestly, it's such a good game. It really is. So
it is a good game. We'll continue to always have fun with it because everybody just says it's the game of human beings' existence.
Yeah, we were like joking around with that, but it doesn't mean we don't like the game. In fact, I gave it a 10 out of 10. So
yeah, I mean, I didn't do an official review on it, and at this point, I'm not going to. It's so past prime for a review, but I would give it a 9.5. The game is absolutely stunning. I love the mechanics. I really do. The fighting in it is just. It's superb. It really is. They really locked that down. It's one of the first times a Sony game has locked the mechanics down for me. I really, really, truly enjoyed it. So if you haven't yet or you're on the fence, you should definitely give it a try.
I have a great idea, Mooch, for the next time you do a Mooch's review.
Yes.
So you should rate things with how many Hadoukens you give them. So if this game
we can do that.
Good, it gets 5 Hadoukens.
5 Hadoukens!
Hadouken! 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 I love that when I did that Hadouken! Crap was like, who is that? And Jay's like, it's Mooch. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, it was like the Megaton thing. I was like, I was like, that's Mooch? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, holy shit. Apparently, like, Mooch goes and hides in his car or something to record that.
No, that one I did right here in my office. But I did the one I did in the car. I was driving back, and Jay goes, "You really should record that megaton thing if you're ever going to get it to me." And so I'm driving back. I'm running errands on a Saturday afternoon, and I'm like, you know what? The hell with it. I break out the phone. I go to the recording device, the same way people send in voicemails, and I'm just like, mega. I just did like a million megatons, and then me and Jay sat there and went through it because I'm not going to scream megaton at the top of my lungs in anywhere public. Crap, I can't do it.
Hear you. Dude, I can't. I hear you. You know what? Speaking of the megaton thing, though, it's so funny because I told you about this show called The Toys That Made Us, right? And they did the first season, which was 4, and they talked about like He-Man and G.I. Joe and stuff like that, like how they came about. The second season just came up the other day where they do Transformers, which was awesome. They also did Legos,
right,
which is pretty good too. So if anybody hasn't seen that show, man, if you go and you're nostalgic or into like old school toys, grew up in like the 80s or whatever, you probably really like that. And it was really cool seeing how
nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
It is. And it's like, what's funny is because I remember I'm a little kid, right? And Optimus Prime was my favorite character. Then you watch the movie, like the cartoon movie from the 80s, and he dies.
Yeah.
And you're like, wonder why. A lot of the characters die in that movie, and apparently they go into detail why was because the toy company was like, okay, well, we got to get rid of all the old characters and bring in the new ones. So basically that's what because it was basically all about pushing toys and stuff. So
awesome. Everybody in the chat, I'm getting so many PlayStation requests. That's awesome. Guys, send them. Please do send them.
Yeah, me too, man. Mine's pretty easy. It's just CrapGamer.
Yeah, you were lucky there, Crap. Mine, I went in. I couldn't. This is ages ago, though. I've been with PlayStation now. God, what is it? 08, 09, I went and signed up. Maybe 07. I don't know how far back. Whatever PlayStation Plus was before Plus, actually.
Yeah.
Anyways, it wouldn't allow me to do the Mooch, so I had to do -- Mooch 78. Awesome to have you guys on there. And like I said, I just got a couple of people also writing me like, how dare you go buy the platinum headset for PlayStation? You banter hit me up on Xbox. I wanted to be able to hear you guys and have some good conversation. I'm also playing, I grabbed Crap. You gave me some shit for this, but you also appreciated it at the same time. I picked up Destiny 2 for PlayStation 4 for $9, dude. $9.
That's about what that game's worth.
Well, take it easy, Crap. Now just take it easy. There's a large community out there. We still
they all left. I mean, they might come back just like they'll come back to Sea of Thieves.
Double M says it's the - Mooch 78 Double M. But no, in all honesty, I want to play through on Destiny 2 with some folks from the beginning. I not just the Warmind. I want to start from the beginning with a character and go all the way up. I want to see, and then I still need to mooch the Warmind DLC Crap. So if anybody could, I like how I'm telling Crap like he's going to send me that, right? I got a better chance of getting a signed autograph of Mooch and Crap from Crap.
Hey, did you get? We should have those, right? Mooch and Crap autographs. Yeah,
does anybody want that?
Yeah.
Oh, look at Delilah. She goes, nobody cares. Mooch, you're right. She's right. Delilah, you're right. First of all, shout out to. Cares. Love All Day. All Day is the best.
And he does a really good D-Batch impersonation.
He does. God, he does.
He had me dying, and he's like Canada.
Canada. Canada.
Yeah, Canada. Yeah.
I can't do a D-Batch impression. All Day's got it.
It was so funny because he was riffing on him about how he lost a bet and he gave somebody Assassin's Creed Unity, which is like $1.
Right? Yeah. Gaming Forte. It is a grind. If anybody wants to go through that with me on Destiny 2, but I want to say shout out to Delilah, one of my all-time favorites on Twitter. I love her work on GRG. She does so many great things. Delilah, thanks for being here every morning. She's so dedicated, amazing person. Follow her on Twitter. Check out her channel, and she plays games religiously on all platforms.
Yeah.
So she's just awesome.
She
shout out
plays
to her.
VR a lot.
She plays a lot of VR, but she plays PC VR.
Yeah, I mean that's technically the better. Hey, VR is the future, people. It's the future.
Oh no!
Don't even go there. It's the
he's
future.
cool.
I'm telling you,
hip.
it's great.
He's hip.
It's great.
I'm hip.
Damn it. I'm cool.
Huh?
Hey, we got Def Jam Bam in there too, man. What's up, man? How you doing?
Def Jam Bam just woke up. Crap.
Yeah,
you know
that's awesome, man. Yeah, he's like
he's riding. He's on that single life.
It is. It's rare to see him lately, like
he jammed that. He was in our chat last night. Yes.
He's on it now.
He's over at what is it? He's at that what? He's at the what is it there? The Long Island Fair there. I don't know where he is down in the
Yeah.
city.
Hey, you know what? Jay, we should do another voicemail real quick.
Okay,
we got
so
some.
We do have a
yeah.
ton.
Oh yeah, we have quite a few. So we've got Kmore 94.
Nice. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Hey Mooch, Crap, and Jay. It's K194 here. It is now Monday, and I spent the past weekend playing some State of Decay 2 with friends, and I had one question, which I don't get, is why the heck are we not playing multiplayer on Microsoft, like, dedicated servers? Why did they choose to go with this peer-to-peer stuff? Because for the most part, it's fine when I'm hosting the game with my friends, because I have pretty good internet, but some of my friends don't have the best internet, and so when we try to go into their world, it gets, like, crazy laggy, and there's a lot of all sorts of problems going on, like glitchiness and everything. Just wondering if you guys might have heard an answer to that, because I feel like they need to address that and say, or Microsoft needs to come out and explain, like, why did they not choose to do the dedicated servers? I mean, it's an exclusive game. Like, what the heck, man? Anyways, thanks, guys, for always putting on a great show. You guys are awesome. Bye.
That is my biggest complaint about that game, because I don't have the best internet. And so when I've hosted games, people lag around a bit, which is unfortunate. So basically that means State of Decay 2 is a single player game for me, which isn't as fun. I can play it in like kind of short bursts or whatever. But for the most part, that is my biggest complaint. I'm not sure why. Something about, I forget who it was that maybe said something that had to do with like syncing servers or something like that. Like they were having problems with that, because when you have 4 people join or what, I don't know, but it seems like they're a smaller developer and possibly had some issue, and plus it raises the cost, or I don't know, like it should have been done that way.
Right. No, I'm with you. And you know, Crap, honestly, I know this doesn't, if you're not, let me, I'm going to put this out there for Crap, if you're not progressing at the rate you want to, and you just want to experience the game and have fun, I would actually like it if you joined me in State of Decay 2, because I could use, you like to play the game and go out there. Now, yes, it does not, you'll get the achievements, but you know, you won't get the your community may not grow, but it is more fun to play with people. I've now played the last 2 times State of Decay 2. I played solo, and as okay as it is, I have way more fun when I'm with 2, 3, 4 friends.
Yeah, I agree. Yep. Wow, another call. MNC Mornings, what's up?
Hey, Mooch and Crap, this is Sir X-Man again, and this is my E3 prediction. I think they're going to show Mech Assault, Perfect Dark, like Crap always talks about, and 2 other ones that no one was expecting to ever come back again. You might get your Fable that you talked about, but I think it's going to be one of Phil Spencer's favorite games, and I think it might be a remake of Crimson Skies. My dream is for a brand new Project Gotham Racing, but I doubt that will ever happen. That's about it, guys. Talk to you later.
What do you think?
Well, here's the thing. Crimson Skies was always just a cult classic, I guess, right? Like, it was never something that a lot of people were into, which, by the way, hit that like button.
Yes, please hit the like button, folks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Mech Assault, again, I think that's something that is, you know, like, I think some of the hardcore really like that stuff, but I don't think that's stuff that Microsoft is. I mean, they're possible. Perfect Dark, that's up Microsoft's alley, because think about it this way: that's an IP that they could totally reboot, which is the rumor, and it's more of an action adventure 3rd-person thing now.
Yeah,
right.
No, I agree with you.
So that is why they think about what they did with God of War, and this is what I talked about yesterday, because the rumor was that they're working on the reboot for Perfect Dark, but it maybe wasn't going to be at E3. Now the rumor is that they're going to show something at E3, whether it be a trailer or whatever. But think of it more like a Tomb Raider type thing now, right? Like there's still the shooting and there's still that stuff, but it's 3rd-person kind of action adventure, right? With some puzzle elements or whatever. So that's the rumor, and that really kind of picks up what Microsoft really wants to do, because it's a female protagonist, you know, and so that's, you know, check, and a strong character, check, well known, has a good name still, and you could really do a good job with that. So that's why I say that could be something that we see.
Right. No, I agree, and I think that Perfect Dark is a game that I'm actually, if it's reboot and done right and a little darker and maybe a little bit more realism comes to it, I think that that's an outstanding game for Microsoft to take and put out there in the forefront. Make that their one of their new must play games on their console.
Yeah.
But the question is the leadership where. Who's going to oversee that? We keep saying, well, Gallagher's doing something. Well, that's great.
I mean, look, he was instrumental in the reboot of Tomb Raider, so I could see him possibly overseeing something like that as well.
Yes.
And maybe a couple things. Who knows? I'm interested. That's why I'm interested in E3, right? Because we get to see what some of these stuff are, what some of these people are working on, and it's about time we see that stuff. I'm not oblivious to that,
right?
Because I do. What's funny is I get this a lot. Crap, when you do podcasts, you're a little bit different than when you do your regular videos. When I do regular videos, it's usually I can be happy with the Xbox One X, which I am, right?
Yep.
I'm playing the hell out of that thing. I love it. The new updates and all that kind of stuff. I love that. The part that I'm disenchanted with is the first party output, and that's what we tend to focus on in the podcast. You know, but I mean, there's plenty of good stuff going on too.
No, I totally agree. And well said there, Crap, because I mean, a lot of people understand, when you're doing the videos, you're reporting news or you're like, this just broke, so I'm letting you know about it. And then maybe you'll put your 2 cents on it, but it's a 4 to 7 minute video.
Yeah.
Podcasting is 2 hours. Me and Crap do it minimum 3 times a week. So that's 6 hours. And usually we're doing a guest appearance or we're doing a show or we're doing something on the side. So sometimes you're up to 8-10 hours a week. And E3 week is just crazy.
Yeah, which, I mean, people can look forward to seeing you do some BGST stuff then too. So
that's right. I will be doing that. Yep.
Well, what's weird is because Tim and K Mega are both going to be at E3.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Well, Tim's always there.
Yeah. So it's a little bit less people than even normal. So it's going to be, it's going to be interesting. But it's we always try to help everybody. I think last year, holy hell. Remember last year, we almost podcasted. It must have been 14
Crap, let everybody know. Let everybody know about that. That was wild.
So basically what happened was we did the pre-show and we did that on Mooch's channel. Then we did the live show, where we're reacting live to it on Z's channel. Then we did the after show, but we did the after show for Dealer. He asked for help, so we jumped in there. Then we did one on my channel. And then I was doing some stuff with Console Corner as well, so it was I was doing even more. And then we did the Sony stuff as well. It was incredible. It was a long day. I honestly just felt like I was at E3. I was so tired.
It's a lot of work, guys. A lot goes into that. What is it there? I don't know. Sir X-Man wrote something here. We got to pay the bills real quick. Algorithm Arcade says, hey, Mooch, have you tried H1Z1 Battle Royale on PS4 yet? 10 gigabyte download. Open beta is out now. It's actually not bad at all. Algorithm, I've actually been invited by a few folks. Shout out to Oh Snaps, it's Mel. Mel tried to get something together, and I just started playing Detroit Become Human. I was just getting into the story and learning the character, and I got the invite. So I said, Mel, please re-invite me at another time. I'd love to play. Same goes out to you, Algorithmic. If you want to play, by all means, let me know. I'm very much wanting to try H1Z1 Battle Royale. I heard it's very good. Or decent, I should say, at the very minimum. It's decent. It's basically PUBG on PlayStation's platform at this point. But yeah, I'm up for it. Crap, what about you? I know you said you'd also like to try it.
Yeah, I'd like to try it. If you guys want to try it, man, let me know. I'll hop on that stuff, give it a try. So
yeah, Jay, you want to do another voicemail if you don't mind?
Certainly. We've got an old friend that hasn't called in a while, and I'll give you a little story about why he hasn't called in after he says this.
Hey, Mooch and Crap, J-Dubs. It's Matty Beast. I'm calling in concerning State of Decay 2 and some of the things that's been out there. It's been a little bit since I've called, but I noticed that if you like State of Decay 2, then you're just lying and damage controlling. And if you hate State of Decay 2, then you just want Microsoft to be better. You just want them to be better, that's all. That's why we're so harsh on it. I haven't played the game, so you haven't heard anything from me, and you won't. I wish people would just play the games, make up their own minds whether they like or don't like something. Twitter is ruining this stuff. It really is. It's unfortunate. I want to know what you guys think, though. You guys have both played it. You've been a little ways into it. You like it, don't like it? You still having issues? Let me know, because I'm interested. Take care. Out.
What do you think, Crap?
He's right. Here's the thing, unfortunately, right? Oh, okay.
J Dubs.
You can like you can like the games. Like you can like State of Decay 2 and not be damage controlling anything, right?
Right.
You can like Sea of Thieves and not be damage controlling anything. People like different things.
That's right.
You know.
Well,
And I still want Microsoft to do better as well.
Yeah. I have something to say. To Jay. Well, go ahead. No, Jay, go ahead.
I was just going to say that the reason why we haven't heard from Maddie in a while is because he's now living in Germany.
Yeah, he's in Europe. I know that. Yep.
So,
no,
because I had a quick conversation with him the other day, and I was shocked to even hear that, and I said it must be military, and he told me yeah, military now, and I said, well, enjoy the beer because they have the best beer.
And when he says enjoy the beer, he means plural.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Right.
Beers.
So enjoy the beers.
Yeah, it's beers, people, beers.
Let me react to Maddie's response. Maddie has every right to say that, and I actually truly know where he's coming from. Myself personally, though, here's the thing: podcasts, gaming media, etc. Fill in the blank. Twitter, social media. They're all going to exist, and they're all going to keep going now. This is not going to end. So the thing about it is that it's not that I don't necessarily think Twitter or YouTube or something is killing it in that aspect, but I think you're always going to have people want Crossfire on. They want Xbox Nation
Crossfire!
On. Crossfire! God, that's never going to get old. But like, I think that like we got to state our opinion, right? Crap. And I mean, if you're going to talk about it, we can't get on here and keep saying that's a rosy glow. That's just great. Everything's swell. Yeah. I can't do that.
There are people that do that. Listen,
there are.
And here's the thing: when it comes to YouTube or anything in life, right? It was really popular and a good way to get popular to hate on Xbox in 2013, and it's becoming that way again. Also, you have some people that just unabashedly will just act like Xbox is perfect and they're just good the way they are. They don't need to change anything, right? Both are equally as wrong, in my opinion.
I agree.
You got to be able to talk about the good and the bad, and I think that you got to keep it real,
Right.
Keep it real.
You got to keep it real.
Yeah.
I don't know. So when I say that to Maddie, my only answer to you, and I hope it answers it, is it's inevitable. Yeah. What you're asking to end won't end, and what the outcome will be is inevitable as far as what's going to come through on podcasts and social media, and gaming media. So I've come to understand that now. That's why I think shows like MNC Mornings, Crossfire, and Xbox Nation are so important. BGSC, all these shows are so important because, to be honest with you, it's the only way you, the gamer, can get other perspectives on the game. And the gaming media is not doing that anymore. I don't think they're doing theirs is just a larger syndicated podcast. That's all they have. They have more people subscribed than we do. But sometimes when you're listening to that, you can see where the narrative's going with the gaming media. That's why all of the podcasts have a place in people's homes and people's hearts, because they've aligned themselves and feel a little bit more like you do. That's the same way you feel with a certain broadcaster for sports. That morning ride into work, you have your favorite people on your favorite channel, and that's because you just kind of sync with their vibe a little bit more. So, Maddie, I don't think it'll ever go away. Yeah. But you know what? That's the good thing. It won't go away. In one way, it's a great thing.
Here's the thing. Also, I know we got a call. The reason why I can be critical of the Xbox, and if anybody knows me, I'm not good at being fake. Right. Yeah, so I can't sit there and go, oh man, I'm gonna go to play. I don't really care about PlayStation. I play PlayStation. I don't give a shit about PlayStation. I prefer Xbox.
Right.
And so I'm critical of them because I want them to be around and to do better. And they're doing a lot of things fine and great as it is, but they can always do better, and that's what my point is. So
correct. Well
MNC Mornings, what's up?
All right, awesome. Hey guys, first I want to start off all hail Jay, and of course I'm a Mooch maniac and crap.
Apparently he's got a
Crap, I thought
crapaholic.
A few shows ago
internet.
you said that you'd eat crap on air if Xbox ever got one of those third-party deals to go day and date on
Big
the Xbox.
AAA third-party deals.
Are you still holding to that? Because I'm going to E3 this year, and for some reason I'm thinking maybe Shadow of the Tomb Raider or maybe Cyberpunk or one of those games might go day and date on Game Pass. So hey guys, have a great one. Hope to see you guys do well, and I'll give you a call from E3 when I get there. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, you know what? I still expect Microsoft not to do one of these big AAA third-party types. You won't ever see that. You know.
What about Shadow of the Tomb Raider?
I don't think Shadow of the Tomb Raider will, but yeah, I just don't see it happening. You might as well just buy the exclusivity at that point. You know, like I don't see them doing that, and you know, I can't say I blame Square. You know, how are you going to take? That's going to be. Did you hear they invested $100 million into that game?
Yeah, I did. That's mind blowing for me.
You're not going to make that back off $10. People playing your game for free, basically.
I agree with you there. Yeah, you're not going to get $75 to $100 million back in your pocket off of Microsoft getting a few subs that month.
Yeah, that's not a games as a service game. You know what I mean? So,
but maybe they would get paid crap. You know what it could be? Don't forget when I said that, and when we did bring up the subject, it's not that Shadow of the Tomb Raider has to get a boatload of money. That every time it gets downloaded on Game Pass, that's when Microsoft would pay. It's just like when you download a games with Gold Game. So, you know, it would still be for sale for $60 on both consoles. It's not the system doesn't. That's just more money. Crap. If you said, listen, I always sell to Walmart and I always sell to Target, and I go, well, crap. Listen, I'm a big company too, and I want to have you day and date in my Game Pass. Every time somebody clicks on it, how much do I have to pay you? And you might go, well, as a publisher, I'm making $35 per title. I'll say, okay, I'll give you $35 then every time. So, because what it does is I'm making 10 per, and I might be able to keep these guys everlasting in my system, which makes me more money ultimately. So you don't care because everyone that wants to go buy it at Walmart and Target and GameStop can still do that. But then you're going to make an additional $35 from a service that, why would you care? It's just more money in your pocket. Yeah. I think it's something that can be negotiated. This is what I'm saying. You have to be able to have somebody that can go to a table and cut a deal. I don't know. Right now, I have yet to see Microsoft cut a good deal. The last deal that was cut that was good was Titanfall, okay? Or the original Rise of the Tomb Raider, but was not really, doesn't get my tip of the cap because somebody didn't put in the contract that the publisher / developer couldn't run out and be like, oh, the contract just lasts about 12 months. Then you guys can play it on the other system. What? No, you don't discuss the terms. We didn't know that No Man's Sky. I woke up a couple of Mondays ago and saw No Man's Sky was coming to Xbox. That was, as far as we know, a PlayStation exclusive. You know, PlayStation locks deals down. They lock them down. And that's the one thing Microsoft does not. Stop lighting candles. Stop holding hands. Stop sharing one sugar packet for 2 lattes. Let's go out there, cut a deal. We don't need to know the deal. We don't need to know. All we need to know is Microsoft has it. They own it. Done. Yeah. If it comes to PlayStation in 12 months, good for them.
The problem is most people at this point assume that anything third party will eventually come to PlayStation. So.
Right. There's absolutely no faith in Microsoft keeping it now at all.
I hardly have faith in Halo and stuff staying on Xbox only. You know what I mean? Like,
I know you say it to me all the time as a joke. Yeah. You're like, well, I'm just getting ready for Halo on my PS Vita.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm only kidding.
Sony would be down for it. Microsoft would, right? Because I do fully believe we might see something Switch related this year at E3 that they're going to do.
Yeah. Why do I feel like the Nintendo Xbox merger that we keep hearing rumors about is all like Nintendo getting everything and Xbox getting
like
nothing?
Nintendo's going to get they're going to get Xbox games and Banjo-Kazooie on Smash Brothers, and we're going to get Squat.
You know, we're going to get Bowser in Killer Instinct.
Hold it down, Mooch. Bowser,
Megaton.
Boom. That is, man. That's
Megaton, Jay.
That's incredible.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just ridiculous. Yeah. Like, I mean, you know, we're very proud to say here at Xbox that Bowser will now be in Killer Instinct. And the audience is looking around. I can see Bam going, yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
You know,
I can see you doing that GIF where the guy's punching the buttons.
Yes, that's of course I will be. I don't get that.
Killer Instinct, though, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Killer Instinct needs to adapt the whole, like, whatever Mortal Kombat has going on with that functionality that works so well. Killer Instinct just feels very stiff.
If they put Master Chief in Mario Kart, man, I'd be kind of mad. To be
Did you see Def Jam Bam in the chat? He goes, Mooch, hell no. you wouldn't be excited about getting Bowser and Killer Instinct? That's the merge. Phil cut a deal. You know,
Bowser,
Banjo-Kazooie and everything else is going to be on the Switch day and date. And we're going to get Bowser and Princess and Mario in Killer Instinct.
Yep, exactly.
I'm looking forward to it.
Let's play another voicemail.
DJ Singh goes, Wario. We'll get Wario.
Or Waluigi.
Or Waluigi.
So we have a new caller. He goes by Middle-Aged Gamer Guy.
Nice.
Hey, Mooch, Crab, J-Dubs. It's Middle-Aged Game Guy calling to you from Toronto, Canada. I just want your thoughts and opinions on something. And I know we've talked about it a million times, but, you know, when Sony started off this generation, they didn't have much, but they gave players hope, just like Boom said a week ago. And, you know, and they succeeded. Everywhere you looked, PS4. They had Call of Duty. They had all these other games, Destiny, all these other games, right? And now that Microsoft is in this slump, and I mean, they're releasing a couple of AA titles and everything else, and yeah, they got these, you know, games coming in 2-3 years. How come they're not sitting around right now getting paid hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, and I'm sitting on my ass and I'm coming up with these ideas? Can you imagine if, I mean, it can't be done now, but can you imagine if Phil walks up at E3 and says, Call of Duty is coming back to Xbox. Oh, and by the way, we paid $200 million for it? But every single Call of Duty up until Infinite Warfare will be available on Game Pass. Boom! Megaton! People would forget about all the bad press. It's like dangling car keys in front of a baby, right? You dangle, and everybody looks over there, right? And then all of a sudden, you get a press like that. Every news media outlet would be going, Xbox dominates Call of Duty, this and that. And everybody would be going, state of who? You know, sea of who? They wouldn't even be thinking of that. How are these guys not coming up with these ideas? What are they doing? I know E3 is coming and we're going to hear some stuff, but why, you know, we need to hear more. You know, I mean, if I worked at Microsoft and I'm sitting at the table with Nadalia there and Matt Booty and Phil Spencer, I'd walk in with my sweat-stained dress shirt and I'd be going, the marketing, and like just beating them over the head with it. You know? So, I mean, they got to do something more than what they're doing. I just want your thoughts and opinions about it, guys. So, anyways, have a great day. As Middle-Aged Game Guy, out.
Awesome call. Fantastic. I like his thought on the Call of Duty. Listen, I understand that. Listen, Call of Duty somewhat jumped the shark, but listen, it's still a household name. Crap. That's interesting. I've cut a $200 million deal, and all the Call of Duties are in Game Pass. You will see people start getting Game Pass.
I mean, man,
why not?
I don't know, because $200 million could fund 5-6 exclusives. Wouldn't you rather have 5-6
They need something just like the way Minecraft brings cash in, crap. They need something on Game Pass that brings cash in all the time. So that's its own entity. It's an investment within itself. Look, he's saying Call of Duty. He said $200 million. Okay, it wouldn't need to be that much.
I don't know, man. They pay like they were paying $50 million just to be able to get the maps a month early.
Right.
So it'd probably be more than that, to be honest with you.
They needed. Listen, I applaud the gentleman's call, because to be honest with you, that was absolutely the right idea. And that's the other thing, is beaten into their head. Enough with the developers. Let's go marketing. It's time to finally market your games properly. Have something out there that people want to talk about. And that's just, I like the way the caller presented it. I think that would be the thing that put Game Pass. If you're not going to get, listen, crap, you're saying no, something like he said won't happen. You're saying no way a big time AAA will ever go in there, which I don't disagree with you. Disagree with you. What is Game Pass besides I never was?
It is. It's and I hate to say that. I think that Game Pass is really going to be reliant on new Microsoft stuff, right?
Right.
Like that's what the idea is. Just being honest, I don't think we're going to see and when I say big, like you could see some smaller stuff, and we do, but you're not going to see EA or Activision put their stuff in there, or Ubisoft.
We have a wiener.
Nice.
Who won, Jay?
Who won, Jay?
The winner was Monkey Punch.
Monkey Punch is just cleaning house, folks. You got to call in. Monkey Punch right now has an M&C collection shelf.
I know he's got everything. He probably
Right?
wants that M&C autograph next, man. Come on.
I could see him giving a tour of his house. He'd be like, here's all my 360 games. I got my PlayStation games over there. There's all my M&C winnings.
Yeah, because I'm the only one apparently that can call in on Skype. When
He's even got a winner chicken dinner shirt for me.
Dude, he's crushing it. He's crushing it. Guys, call in. Win something. We're giving
Double
away
M,
stuff.
I don't understand what you're saying, Double M. You're saying you guys are wrong about Game Pass. This is coming from a PlayStation guy. I gave two shits about Xbox until Game Pass. Are you saying I'm saying it's a never was because it's old games, indie games.
Right.
And then so far what's being perceived as mediocre games.
Right, and that's the way I'm looking at Game Pass. Game Pass to me is just very, blah games at this current state. That doesn't mean that's what Game Pass will be 12 months from now. But I would only, people have asked me, hey, Mooch, what should I do? I said, well, get Game Pass for a month. I've never, ever said you should get Game Pass for a year.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's ludicrous right now.
Yeah.
Like what, there's nothing coming down the pipe. Yep.
There is. I'm just being honest too, man. There is not really much in terms of to really sell you on. If you're not into the service type games,
yeah,
what is there? I mean, honestly, it's kind of a running joke with us. Grave, he always asked, "Is that in Game Pass?" And he's serious.
Yeah, he's serious.
Yeah.
And you're always, it's always funny because it's almost like the parent talking to the kid because he's always asking you crap, and then you're like, no, it's not. You know what I mean? It's almost like, it's like a kid talking about like Santa Claus with his dad. You know what I mean? He's like, does this come in this minute? No,
sorry.
Sorry about that.
I remember he was like, well, with that,
I thought he said Shadow of the Tomb Raider was one he had asked. And then
he asked about that. And he also asked about that Senua's Sacrifice game, Hellblade.
Oh, Hellblade, yes.
Yeah, he's like, it's that game. And I'm like, no.
That would have been good. That would have been good to throw in there.
I mean, because it was already a year.
It was already a year old.
Yeah. So,
and crap, it got a lot of headlines.
You know what would have been really good for Game Pass, I think, to be honest with you? No Man's Sky.
Yes, No Man's Sky.
Me and you both talked about, here's the thing. I played No Man's Sky on the PS4. Bad. Very, very, very bad. This new No Man's Sky, and I'm probably going to get shit for this, looks okay.
It does look okay.
Yeah,
I'd like to see more before I give it a Mooch approval.
Because he's like, yeah, there is multiplayer. Like, is it like you actually see somebody else on there, or is it like a little glowing dot? So I think that would have been a good game to put on there, right? Hellblade would have been a good game to put on there. This is the problem. If you can't even get those games, what the hell chance do you got getting a new AAA game?
Right.
Rack them up.
Double M, he goes, your perspective is off. If you've never played the Xbox stuff, it is huge. No, Double M, I see where you're coming from. I'm not saying you're wrong. I can't say you're not enjoying those games on Game Pass. I'm sure you are. But realistically, when you look at it, what it looks like to me is like when you walk into Target or Walmart and they have that big bin that says $6.99 with a smiley face. It's not really smiling. And it's just a bunch of hodgepodge shit in there. And maybe you reach in and find something you like. You're like, oh my God. Look at this. It's Star Wars in 4K Blu-ray. Someone must have just threw this in. They had one extra. They threw it in there. That's cool. But then you also look in there. There's loofahs, right? There's things that, like there's toenail clippers. You're like, come on, what is this? A lamp shade, something, a welcome to Target like sticker. You're like, what is this stuff in here? It's just a hodgepodge of games that don't really get a lot of gamers excited. It doesn't mean that there's nothing in there for you. But it doesn't really appease to the masses, I think. I could be wrong. What do I know? You see that Game Pass numbers spike when new games come out, like State of Decay 2 and Sea of Thieves. And then the minute the first month goes, boom, they plummet. So I don't know. We'll see. It's the jury's still out. We do have another voicemail.
Yeah, we should take one.
Jay may be getting a call.
Yeah, he might be taking a call. I don't know.
But I mean, that's why we always say it's a never was. Sir X-Man in the chat says Sony was beta testing No Man's Sky for us. So I'll agree with that. Sir X-Man.
Just like we beta test PUBG for them.
PUBG, yes, we're doing the PUBG beta test.
Yeah.
Yes.
M&C Mornings, what's up?
Come on down.
Hey, what's up, Mooch? What's up, Crap? J-Dub, it's your boy Gaming Forte. Just wanted to say happy holidays to all you guys out there. Make sure you guys stay throughout the weekend. My biggest thing is I wanted to talk to you guys and ask you a question about how Microsoft has been handling the way that they're announcing their new games and stuff. With the whole Miami Street fiasco that's going on, I don't care about the game, but I remember Microsoft saying that they was going to bring all of their games across all platforms. And this is starting to sound like a bad precedent because overall, this is the second game that's been exclusive to like Windows PC platform and not coming over to the Xbox. And I don't want to see a game that we really do care about actually go over to Windows PC and never make it over to the Xbox platform. Do you think this is something that we need to really worry about? Is this going to be just something that's going on right now, or is it something that's going to be going on in the future too? Hope to see you guys throughout the week and hear what you got to say. Have a good weekend, guys, and stay safe.
What do you think, Crap?
Sorry, I had to shut my damn dog up.
That's all right.
What was his question?
Oh, well, I didn't get all of it. Jay, do you have his question? I was writing in the chat.
Sorry, I was kind of busy looking at other things.
Strike three. No, I think I'm trying to get what I was writing down one of his notes, and then I was starting to write somebody, so I didn't get it. Play it again, Jay, if you don't mind.
Well, that was live.
Oh, I thought it was a voicemail.
No, that was live.
Oh, my man. I apologize. I
Okay,
didn't get
Gaming
that.
Forte, if you're in the chat, please type it to the guys.
Yeah, Gaming Forte, definitely type it out. Shout out to Gaming Forte, by the way, because he's hit me up on, I believe, PlayStation, Xbox. The dude's everywhere in gaming. Like, every time I turn around, he's writing on Twitter. He's very vocal in the community. Just hit that question. I know, right? Irrelevant Native loves it. He's like, come on, man. No, I was writing something, and I wasn't paying attention. For some reason,
My
I thought it
dog
a
was
voicemail.
barking, so I was like wondering what the hell was going on. So,
But yeah, long story longer. I'm sure he'll get it to us. Gaming Forte is awesome, dude. I
Yeah.
can't tell you how many PlayStation invites I'm getting right now. Crap, the phone is just going off the hook. That's the other thing. I'm writing to people.
I don't
on
have
there.
mine. I don't have mine hooked to my phone, thankfully. So.
Oh, you don't have the app?
No, I don't.
Oh, I do the app because I'm not on PlayStation enough to actually say, oh, let me see who's the requests coming through the phone are a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. True Racer goes, shut that damn dog up. So,
Basically, I was like, I came out of the blue. I was like, what the hell?
Thank you. Yes, Delilah. Thank you. Delilah always, she's like she takes care of everything for us. Thank you, Delilah. She says basically what he was saying was games are going to PC instead of Xbox. The two games, Miami Street. Thank you. And I really want to kind of.
Yeah, that Miami thing was realistically more of a phone type thing. So.
Right. And I mean, no, here's my problem. Xbox is saying PC and Xbox are the same. They're not. This is where I'm getting upset. I'm getting a little frustrated. If they want to come out there and say Xbox is PC and PC is Xbox, then why is it good game, bad game, indifferent? It doesn't matter. Age of Empires should be on Xbox. I don't care if it sells 8 copies. Remember? Well, if it's on Windows 10, we can switch it over to Xbox or PC in a matter of 18 minutes, or the fastest you can eat 12 hot wings. What? Okay, so if you can do that so quick, remember the Forza guy? I got Forza 6 or Forza 5 running on the Xbox in 3 minutes. Okay, great. So if you can do that, then port over Age of Empire. I don't care if 8 people buy it. I don't care. It doesn't cost you anything. Do it.
Well, apparently they have trouble with that, with doing the controls or whatever. I don't know. So it's like, I don't know. This is like a touchscreen game. So even though it is working on Windows 10 or whatever, I guess you can use a mouse, but it's mostly just supposed to be a touchscreen game, to be honest with you. So
right,
you know,
but you know what I mean? Crap. It's like they're saying it's a unified Windows 10 Xbox family, and I'm only seeing a one-way street here. I'm not seeing a two-way street.
Yeah, so far this was a stealth release type deal too. So, yeah, like you know what, the part that annoys me is that the games that have stealth released are announced, but they're not for Xbox. It's like everything but Xbox. So.
Yeah, everything but Xbox. You know, it's like you want to play free online, PC. You want all the Xbox games? Sure, no problem on PC. You want PC exclusive games from Microsoft? Sure, that's on PC. Xbox, what's that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, what? I mean, that's why E3 is probably so hard for them to put together. Like, do we have anything for this box we sell?
Exactly.
You know, what's coming on the bottom? That's the thing I don't understand. And that's what that caller was frustrated about a while back. He's like, here I am, what was it, middle-aged gamer. He goes, I'm the one coming up with the ideas. Like, I hear some great ideas that come out of the Xbox community, and you're wondering, why doesn't Xbox listen to these folks?
Yeah,
Maybe,
I would love for him to listen to some of the folks. You know what I mean? Like a little bit more, anyway.
Yeah, no, I agree. Jay, let's do a voicemail. We are we're right on the 2 hour mark because we started about 10 minutes late.
Yeah. Plus, we still got a wheel and everything.
And we got a wheel as well.
That's right.
Yes.
So we've got Vicious Lord 66 on deck.
Oh, nice. Vicious called in. Cool.
Hey, Mooch, Crap, J-Dubs, Vicious Lord 66, Patreon supporter. I just had a question this week. Why is State of Decay 2 not running on Microsoft servers? That's my question, because it seems like if it was, they wouldn't have any of the problems. But I don't know, so that's why I was asking. All right, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of addressed that earlier. It's a bit of a mystery, to be honest with you.
Let's take another call because we did address that one already.
Yeah.
It is a mystery, and believe me, caller, there's not many people excited or happy that they didn't use the Azure server.
Yeah, it's a good idea we do another one because this is our old friend Xbox Trigger, and I think I missed him from last week for some reason.
Oh, let's get Trigger in there. Yeah, it's been a while since we heard from Trigger.
Hey Mooch, hey Crap, hey Jay. It's Xbox Trigger from Twitter. And my question today is, I mean, since a little bit of spoilers are coming out for E3 for Sony's and not really Microsoft's, but mostly Sony's, they're focused on 4 games. My question is, what happened to other games that Sony never talked about anymore? Remember that game Deep Down by Sega? What happened to that game? That game went like dust in the air. People talk about Scalebound, but we know that game, we saw it, in 2014 and never again. What about Shenmue? We haven't heard that game in 3 years. What's going on? I'm just saying, like, the hypocrisy. Anyway, I'd like you guys' opinion about that. That's all. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, that's the name of the game, man. In the industry, people, like, sometimes these games come out and sometimes they don't. Agent is another one. Rockstar, that's a Rockstar game, and they're a good developer, and that game's vaporware. You know, it happens. You know, it does. It just happens. The reason why people don't bring it up to Sony is because Sony gets a free pass with stuff, right? Like, you know, there's a lot of games that are announced for both these platforms and just gamers overall where they never come out. So, I mean, that's kind of the bad part with naming stuff, realistically, like announcing stuff too soon. So that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at Mass Murder in the chat. He's saying it won't like. I don't know. Keep trying, Mass Murder. If you just try, I've done it a couple times myself. You ever notice that crap on Xbox Live or PlayStation? I'll go to add a friend, and it'll say, "Sorry, you cannot add right now. Try again later."
Yeah, but it really does add them or whatever. So.
It either does or something like that. So,
dude, like, here's the thing. Also, to the guy in the chat saying Microsoft's leaving the console market, they can't just do an app or something because Xbox is built around third parties. Right. And what would be third parties aren't going to be on their app because they're just going to be on whatever else. And Sony doesn't want Microsoft games on their platform. Like, Microsoft doesn't have enough exclusives or properties to realistically be just an app because you would need a ton of games to do that. So,
right. No, I totally agree. Let's do it. Do we have another voicemail, Jay? I want to get a couple few in here.
Okay, we'll go ahead and finish them out. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
So we have Zocker87.
Nice. Sounds like a new caller.
Yeah.
Moochie Crap, how's it going? Zalker87 coming at you. Love the show. I want to talk a little bit about you guys saying that a lot of people are dipping to PlayStation 4. Crap, you brought this up in last week's podcast, I believe. I don't know which one. But you said that a lot of your friends that play Xbox are dipping to PlayStation, and it's a problem for you. My question to you is, what are they going to PlayStation for? Because there's no multiplayer games for you guys to play there. So I'm trying to figure out, what are you guys missing out on? Are you going to PlayStation to play Call of Duty, Battlefield, any of those third-party games? If your friends are going there for those games, then sorry, man, they're kind of dumb because the best place to play is PC and Xbox One X. Those are the two best places to play third-party games. Now, if you're saying they're going over there for exclusives, well, then again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all because your friends don't have any PlayStation multiplayer exclusives to play. So I'm trying to figure out, how is it a bad deal if they go to PlayStation? See, this is the difference. PlayStation, we all know it's single player based. That's what it's for. It's for single player games. If you want to sit by yourself and play a single player game, you go do that on PlayStation. If you want to go with your friends and play a game on Xbox, you're going to have a multiplayer game and you're going to be chatting with them. That's the difference between the two. So I understand you're saying your friends are dipping to PlayStation. I'm just not understanding why. Because of exclusives of single player games, go right ahead. You're not playing with them anyways. So it's not making sense to me. I love what you guys do. I'll be always listening. Keep up the good shit. And yeah, have a good one, guys.
I get what you're saying, but here's the thing. Most people play Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever, and getting them to go, oh, well, why should I stay with Xbox? Well, because live is better. A lot of people don't realize this, right? Or, you know, they just think of an online network as an online network, and people don't want to pay $60 a year on both, right? So if you're getting these single player exclusives that you like, and you can still play your Call of Duty and your Battlefield on PlayStation, why do you need an Xbox? That's some of my friends thinking.
Right. And I'm with Crap on that. Like, the other thing is you got to remember, to the caller who just called in, I understand he's saying if you already had an Xbox and you switch over, that's true. But a lot of times people will switch over and then they won't come back, and they may start buying Call of Duty or Battlefield over there. Yeah, you're right. It looks better on Xbox. But once they start to form new relationships and if friends go over, that happened to a couple of my friends. And I got to say, they did come back to Xbox, but you should see how they walk like a fine line. There was my 360 friends that were hardcore. They didn't have a PS3. They had only a 360. Then this generation, they decided to go PS4. And I told them, you know, you guys know, I've been with you guys for the whole duration of this generation for the most time. And I'm like, guys, no, really, the games are better. The controller's better. You guys heard the whole spiel. And they're like, yeah, but I like what Sony's doing. Plus, I can get the multi-platform and I can get the exclusives. And they stayed over there. They eventually came back with the X. But I still see them when I turn on. They're still playing some of the multi-plats on PlayStation. And that's surprising and alarming to me, because I'm like, these guys were diehard Xbox.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong. The caller's not wrong. And I see where the caller's scratching their head going, wait, that's not making sense. But you're looking at it from purely an Xbox fan's perspective. You're not looking at it somebody that doesn't have an allegiance to either box. And
I mean, even though, like I hate Fortnite and stuff, but guess what? Like, you know, some of my friends like Fortnite, so they can play that over there. And guess what? They don't even need PlayStation Plus to play that there.
Right.
You know, like you need live to play Fortnite on Xbox.
Right?
Build your stairway to heaven.
I love that. Build your stairway to heaven. So that's great, Crap. No, I don't know. I think that's but you know what? Genuinely respect that caller's opinion. So I think exactly. I'm glad he said that.
Sure. Good call.
Yeah.
We got one more. Let's go ahead and do that.
Yes, let's do that.
I believe this is a new caller, although he has a very normal name. He goes by Anthony.
Oh, wow. It's not weird or something. So
right.
Yeah, much like Peter on Deadpool 2.
Hey guys, a long-time listener here, a rare caller. Just calling to ask you a question now about the identity of Xbox as a brand, you know, the overall image of the console. Do you guys think that Phil Spencer is doing this shit on purpose? I mean, you know, he's trying to change the brand to the point that, you know, he's looking for some safe space crowd, some Seattle, Washington weirdo crowd. But I remember when I was young, you know, Xbox, and it still is this way, I don't care what they're trying to say, Xbox used to be, you know, it was a military buff console, it was about Halo, Gears of War, Call of Duty, Tom Clancy, you know, used to play Rainbow Six, Splinter Cell, and the original Xbox, Full Spectrum Warrior. It was a big military kind of guy console, and it's just been getting further and further away from that. And I don't know if it's, you know, if it's something Phil's doing on purpose. Do they want to change the brand image? Are they looking to, you know, go after some fucking family value mart crowd who's looking to save a buck, or, you know, they want some little kiddie games? I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there. But as Next Gen 720 likes to say, it's starting to look spooky. It's starting to look real spooky there. And my question is, you know, is Phil doing this on purpose? Is this coincidence? Or do they really not like guys like me, basically? Do they really not want my money? Because, you know, it's honestly, it's disgusting to see the way they act on Twitter against our president, against Trump. And also just to see the way they treat their own fans. I mean, I saw the one with Mikey Barra there going after CrapGamer, but why the fuck is it every time that they go on one of their little rants, one of their little tirades, it's always against the Xbox fan? Why is it always against us? You throw your own fans under the bus, you throw your own customers under the bus. Oh, don't be a fanboy, but it's always don't be an Xbox fanboy. It's like these corporate cocksuckers are honestly like laughing at us for buying their console. I mean, it's starting to get bad. And I mean, they got to get off Twitter, man. It's getting weird, man. It's looking spooky. But thanks for the show, guys. Always love it. I love listening every week. Thank you. Bye.
That's a deep call. I mean,
yeah, it is. It's a pretty interesting call for sure. I've always said that Microsoft is a little bit soft with some of their stuff, and I stick by that. It's I don't disagree with that part. Like I think that it's true, man. Like they have this inclusion and everything and everybody, and we're all happy go lucky. And if you just look at the games that they put out lately, they tend to just throw different things and see what sticks, if it's politically correct or not. And I think that's probably a bad way to make games. Just let the developers do what they want to do.
That's right. And I do think that the second part of his statement is true too. Like a lot of times when they do comment on Twitter, they're always usually hitting the Xbox fan.
Yeah, I've been that's happened to me numerous times.
And that's something I scratch my head and I completely don't understand. It's happened to Craps, happened to other people that are Xbox journalists. And I'm like, I don't understand why do they do that? They go, being a fanboy, is okay, but not you can't be an Xbox fanboy. You know what I mean? It's like I'm also confused. That's a great call. And like I say, it's funny. I almost wish that call was a little bit earlier. But yeah.
By the way, I just want to point this out to the chat as well, man. Like you're able to have any kind of feelings politically that you want, man. There's not one or wrong or right. It's just like if they're different than your own thoughts, that's fine, man. It doesn't make it right or wrong. It doesn't make a person bad or good based on their political things, right? So
right.
How many else do we have?
That was it.
Oh, okay.
I guess Jay?
Yeah, that's it. We're done.
Well, great call-ins from everybody. Absolutely impressed with everybody that called in. The chat's been phenomenal. Here we are. I want to say, Memorial Day weekend crap. Want to definitely say, God bless and thank you to all that has served in our country.
Absolutely, and those that have paid the ultimate price for
our freedom.
Definitely our freedom, and you guys are never forgotten. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Hopefully, you guys all have a great weekend, and we're getting a lot of rain here, but hopefully, you guys have a fantastic weekend with your loved ones and family and stuff like that.
Yeah, try and this is the time I always try to say. I do it in my family. If you have friends, family, cousins, it doesn't matter what it is. Try to pick a game that the whole family can play together. This is a gaming podcast. Pick something out that's past the controller couch co-op. Literally this morning we all got on. We played. I know you guys are all going to chuckle, but we played a little Splatoon 2. And everybody was really just having a good time. We weren't looking at the wins and losses. It wasn't this or that. It was just a lot of good times. And
That's a good game.
It is a good game. And I think Memorial Day weekend's a great weekend to spend with anybody, good friends, family, and pick a game up that's couch co-op. Do a little old school. If you guys are all new young 21, 22-year-olds, you're like, oh, we don't really do that. Try it out. There's games like Overcooked that are like $6. There's games out there on Xbox and Sony you can try out, Nintendo, and I encourage that. But Jay, we'll do the wheel, and I want to thank everybody again and enjoy their holiday weekend.
Yeah, I have a very special wheel this week in celebration of State of Decay 2. We have a very creepy Wheel of Wonder.
Oh, hey now. Jeez, almost fell out of my seat there. All right. That's awesome, Jay. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a zombie loon, so...
Excellent. Okay,
let's
so let's
go.
Spin it. Here we go.
Look at that. That sound is
nice.
This is a creepy. Yeah, some creepy Ferris wheel music. I like that. Who do we got?
Jay Yoon.
Jay Yoon!
Man.
Nice.
Bringing it back. Look at that. He gets flushed one week and wins the next.
Right? Jay Wood, you never know what you're going to get.
That's redemption.
Exactly.
for
It's
you.
like a box of chocolates.
Moochie Crap is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's great.
Yeah, so what should we close out the show with?
What do you think?
I think we should close out the show with.
Maybe we should do. I wanted to do like either an ad or some sort of. Do we have that commercial for that? The Xbox One X Ultimate Edition,
the collector's edition with
the
the
collector's
What was the one that
edition.
we did last week? I know we did one last week too.
Last
right?
week was the exclusive Halo.
Oh, we should
arcade.
do that one.
Let's do that one. Yeah,
that
before
was a pretty
we're
good
getting
one.
closer to E3, and people need to know what's exclusive. So yeah, let's run that ad, Jay.
I'm
Do you have
trying
the
to remember which one was that again?
It was the arcade one.
Oh, the arcade. Yes, we can definitely do that.
Let's do that into the outro, and then listen, guys. I'm going to be on Xbox Live the better part of tonight and a lot of tomorrow, playing Dark Souls and some other good stuff. So hit me up if you see me on there, and I may even be on PlayStation playing a little Detroit. We'll see what happens. You see me, hit me up.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for everyone showing up, and I'm going to just plug this away again. You're looking for
Jay, just before you do it, I'm sorry, I wanted you to do it real quick. We do have to pay the bills. Shout out to Ray Barada and Sir X Man, who both gave $5 in the super chat. And Ray Barada says, "Great show, gentlemen. I've no doubt Microsoft will bring it at E3. Have a great weekend. Mooch Maniacs rules." And thank you to Sir X Man. Really appreciate it.
Anyway,
Thank
I
you
was
guys
going
for
to say, if you're looking for gamer picks, xboxgamerpicks.com, and I do banners, intros. I do everything, and at some point I'm going to have all that stuff on the site as well. But until then, if you're trying to look for me, you can get me on Twitter at graphic_god and on xboxgamerpicks.com.
Absolutely.
Enjoy your weekend, folks.
Yes.
Here at Xbox, we're not completely oblivious to our consumers' wants and needs. We've heard loud and clear the call to action that you gamers and fans want new exclusive games and you want them sooner rather than later. A lot of time and effort goes into these games, and oftentimes we spend upwards of a few $100s per exclusive game that we create. Throw in another $20 for advertising budget and you can see how quickly it all adds up. Well, we're happy to announce right here, right now, that we've got 2 brand new exclusives for Xbox fans. That's right, you wanted Rise 2, and we've delivered. You wanted Gears of War 5, and we've delivered that as well. Starting this summer, head over to any Dave & Buster's or Chuck E. Cheese locations and play these amazing new exclusive titles. Don't ever let anyone say Microsoft doesn't listen to their fans. 2 huge new exclusive games. Sure, they aren't on Xbox, but we believe we can tap into a market that's not been popular since 1987. Remember, our new slogan is, we here at Xbox make some games, and I guess some of them are even okay. Until next time, game on!
Wake on up, it's Mooch, it's Crap, and Jay in the morning. Wipe your eye boogies, get your coffee finished yawning. This is Mooch and Crap Show. Wake up, let us begin with gaming news, skits, and call-ins from all the fans. No matter where you at, Cali or Pakistan, New York or New Guinea, this is where it's at. These are Xbox dudes with Xbox views on slander and hate towards Xbox news. This is Mooch and Crap Show for the people, and they coming with it. Now do you understand? Now do you get it? Ponies love to lie and PC fans won't admit it, but Xbox hate is real and they all with it. Call in, let it ring in. We here to rock, we here to win. It's about the games, it's about the pride. Now Xbox community, come on, let's rock. Mooch and Crap Show. Show, oh, oh.